What's up, gamer? Where's the game? Oh. There we are. What's up, gamers? It's your Cryptid. Hello, hello, everyone. Hi, hi. We are back with more Virtue's Last Reward, and we got one ending in 22 hours. GG us. Let's see. I feel like we've made good progress on the flowchart, but also the flowchart lies to us sometimes, so it's hard to say. It's hard to say, right? So it looks like we've done more than, 1/9 of the game, but we only have one ending. So we'll see. Oh, there's a lot of lies on the flowchart. Yeah, I'm starting to get trust issues. I'm getting trust issues, guys. Where should we start today, friends? Where do you think we should start? We have a lock here. This route is totally finished. This route we have a lock. We could go here. We could go here. Or we can do over here. Do we have any strong opinions? The little guy! Oh, little guy, wait.
Fangy, I've had trust issues ever since you started lying about yawning. #YawnGate.
Okay, sorry about that. The problem is, whenever I open up little guy's software, I have to tell him, like, which mic he's listening to. And, he always defaults to mine instead of, like, the fake TTS mic. He likes to be a ventriloquist at the beginning, if I forget. Jem says, I was about to congratulate you on no scuff but last. Someday! Someday! Right? Maybe. Okay, Kitty said middle, get final of the line first split. Oh, over here, maybe? Over here on the right? We need to, I think, betray. JD says, I say we do our search on the very left and proceed depths first. Nerd. JD wants to treat it like a computer science class. Clover and I were a pair. Well, let me see if we have anything here. There we go. Yum. Oh. Oh, okay, that's blue door. So we don't want to do blue door. I guess we'll try red door? I'll take Dio. That means it's the red door for us.
Whoa. Betting on the dark horse, huh? It feels kind of weird to say that about myself.
JD says, did you see the article about 999 I posted last week? I don't think so. I saw that you posted, the screenshot that appeared in the one trivia game of Kay. Oh, I didn't say congrats. Congrats on first, JD. Cubit, congrats on third. And Kitty, congrats on second. And then, hello Insomniac, hello Jam, hello Ironbite, hello everyone. Okay, now I have properly greeted everybody. Oh, the Uchikoshi thing. Okay, yes, I did see that. Hello Ariel. I'm sorry. Today's full of scuff. It's because I slept in. I don't know why, but I didn't wake up this morning. Usually I wake up when Cinder rings her bells to go outside in the morning. And today I didn't wake up. I woke up like when Boo Bear was leaving for work, and I was like, huh? I was like, did you take care of the dog? And he said, yeah. And I was like, huh? What have I been doing? The answer is snoozing, apparently. Apparently snoozing. British Fangy is better than the American I'm walking here Fangy? Wait, what British Fangy? Am I British now? Did it finally happen? My transformation is complete, innit? Very Napper Wednesday? There isn't even any alliteration there! Where's the alliteration? Oh my goodness. Oh, Kitty's British Fangy! Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense. Alright. Well, that's not nice, Ariel. I'm the OG Fangy. I have to be number 1, right?
Anyway, might as well be polite. Thank you.
No. Jeez. Unbelievable. Maybe if I wash the fursuit? You guys already washed it! You guys spammed the washing redeem earlier, I saw it. And sang Freebird? I did sing Freebird! It's never ever enough. Also, is the game audio loud enough for you guys? Is it okay? I feel like maybe it's a little quiet. Turn it up a little bit. Okay. Let's see. Alright.
Well,
If it's too loud now, let me know.
if Alice really wants to go with option B...
Yes, this works fine. Kay, tend me OG, and I will take the green door.
So we're going with Dio.
It's not great, but it's better than Dio.
It's not great, but it's better than Dio.
I'm good.
Well, I'm willing to do option B. Quark should be fine if he's with Luna.
Okay, I'll take good care of him, I promise.
What about Phi and Kay?
No problems here. I'll take Quark and Luna and we'll do the blue door.
I also approve of option B. I will take the green door, correct?
You guys are so good at colors. Yeah, good. It looks like we're all set. Kay nodded and handed Quark gently to Luna.
10 seconds remain until chromatic doors close.
Closed. Come on, guys, hurry! The door's already closing.
Coming!
Wait, so I have the cultist and the secret agent with me this time.
I know!
I'm the only normal dude. With seconds to spare, we leapt across the threshold.
2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
I want a gig as a robot announcer. You just talk really slowly. Normal's a stretch? I mean... So what if I bleed white? That's like... That's... I mean, in the grand scheme of things, is that really a big deal? Hey down there, hello. What is this? There's 3 different doors.
Which one do we take?
Dunno, but it looks like they're all locked anyway.
Pull the lever!
So this is a dead end? Great.
No, hold on. What's this thing?
Well, it's got a lever on it.
Lever? Oh, lever! Oh, fancy Dio!
Don't get too attached. It's
Lever.
probably a lever.
Are you serious?
Yeah, pretty good, huh? Am I great or what?
Going to the airport for your flight? Okay, safe travels! I love flying on airplanes. Matt says, hi, Fangy. Had doing any better today? It is! Thank you for asking, Matt. I feel way better today. Normally, I mean, honestly, normally when I get like a migraine or something, honestly, usually I just take Excedrin and then like, you know, in 2 hours I'm fine. Yesterday was so weird. Like, nothing was working yesterday. And then like, I felt so nauseous after stream for like 2 hours. It was crazy. It was so weird. I don't know what was wrong.
Huh?
Yeah, woke up
Sigma,
and
is this
everything's good.
chick simple or something?
You be nice, Dio. I wouldn't rule it out. Let's just take it easy with her, okay?
Hey! What kind of a gentleman has a secret conversation in front of a lady? I guess it can't be helped, though.
Sigma's no
It's just
gentleman.
secret secrets.
You know what? At least you can laugh at your own jokes.
Oh man, I'm good.
Sigma, please.
She's
don't
just
give her
like
a
me, for
smack.
real, for real. I wouldn't do that. What if it only makes her worse?
Well, I think that's enough genius comedy for now. How about we throw that lever?
I thought you said we should stay away from it.
Well, you don't really think anything bad's gonna happen if you pull it, do you? Besides, it's not like we can go back.
Yeah, we don't really have a choice.
Fine. I'll do it. Ready? Here we go!
They're so dramatic. Huh, the center door opened.
Looks like the others are still locked, though.
Through the center one then. Forward!
Without waiting for a response, Clover marched through the door. Dio and I shared a glance, shook our heads, and followed. Bling, 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 bling. The laboratory. Have we been here? I don't think so. I think we're in another new room. So there's an infirmary, a treatment center, and a laboratory. Gosh. What is this place?
Well, it said laboratory on the door, didn't it?
Well, you know what? We've
Figured that
seen
means they're
this.
dissecting frogs or building mine rays or something.
We've seen this in Dio's flashbacks and in Kay's flashbacks. I think this is the cloning room. This is where they make more Dios. A laboratory, huh?
Do you think they might research stuff like viruses here? If they do...
Good idea. We might be able to find some of that Excelivir.
If we do, we can cure Quark.
Let's go.
You really think it'll be that easy?
Well, somebody's a positive thinker.
Shut it. Just saying. This place hasn't exactly been set up for us to succeed so far.
Well, we won't know until we look. So let's get started. Seek a way out. Bum, 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 bum. So many things. What is that? Food! A cylinder full of seeds. They're round. One half is colored and the other isn't. Weird. It's black. There's nothing going on here. Is this a microscope? I tried looking into the eyepiece, but it's pitch black in there. Well, there's these 4 holes on top of it. Maybe we need to stick something in them? A machine that looks like a microscope of some sort. There are 4 circular holes on the top. Okay. Can I put the seeds in? No? Okay. So we already have the seeds selected. More seeds! Pokeballs! There's something on the tray. Oh, it's gotcha. Huh. It looks like a ball. There isn't anything in it. Do you think we're supposed to stick this metal part into something? Maybe... this is what we put in the holes? More seeds. These ones are all one color. A tray. Nothing on it anymore. A binder. There's some paper inside. Let me see that. It says steps for dissecting a frog. Uh-oh. Another binder. Looks like there's 2 pieces of paper in here. Yeah, let's see here. Hydroponics research 1 and 2. Oh? What's this thing? Who knows? A strange machine. No, we don't know what it does, so it's probably best to leave it alone. Let's read our paperwork. Preparation of hydroponic fluid and seeds. Prepare the 5 different hydroponic fluids. Dilute with ratio. 1 part fluid, 10 parts water. Each fluid has a distinct color. Then prepare the 5 types of plant seeds. 2 long seeds and 3 round seeds. Research has shown that there's a distinct and repeatable relationship between the fluid used and the type of seed. These relationships can be characterized in the following manner. The long seeds failed to germinate in 3 of the fluids. Round seeds in fluid B and fluid D failed to germinate. None of the marked seeds germinated if put in fluid C, green. Non-marked seeds failed to germinate in fluid A, red, or fluid B, yellow. When the striped seeds were put in the fluid D, cyan, and fluid E, blue, only one of them failed to germinate. This is just like that artificial nexus puzzle! No! Steps for dissecting a frog. Remove the specimen from its preserving ethanol. Dispose of the ethanol by pouring it down the drain in the fume cupboard. The ethanol will be filtered and gathered in the liquid waste tank beneath the cupboard. Begin dissection using provided scalpel. Be sure to conduct your dissection inside the fume cupboard. What's this? Scalpel. It's a scalpel. It's a scalper. What? Sorry. It's a scalpel. Pretty fancy tray. Is that a cat playing with a ball of yarn? It's a lion eating the sun. Why does the lion always eat the sun? Are you even looking at it? It's a lion. How are you not getting that? What? Sorry. It's a sort of tick I picked up when I was a kid. Whenever I talk about cats, I kind of... well, you heard it. That's pretty weird. Someday I'll figure out what this means. Striped seeds. Some beakers. Looks like they're empty. No, we probably won't need them then. These look like something you might put specimens in. Maybe, but there's nothing in them right now. I was like, it's a tiny hand! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's got 6 fingers! This hand was made by AI. What the hell is this? A dead spider? Maybe it's a fake beard. Have you ever seen a person with a beard like this? Yeah, my grandpa had one. It looks like a root. It's probably some kind of preserved specimen. Why is Dio the voice of reason? This is saline solution. What the hell, Clover? What if that had been poison or something? You worry too much. I just pretended to drink it. Then how do you know it's saline solution? It says on the underside of the lid, silly. Oh no, the frog. Look, it's Lord Hoppington. Don't give it a name. Aw, it looks like he's dead. Yeah, he's probably been preserved. I think the liquid inside is ethanol. How do you know? The smell. Really? Yeah, it smells like disinfectant, right? And besides, scientists preserve stuff in ethanol all the time. Okay, so the rest looks like we can't do anything with. More seeds. Doesn't this look like the same as the other one? Oh, these ones are round. I see. What's this thing? That thing on the top looks like some sort of industrial strength lid. It's a blender! If you open it up, it looks like a blender or something. I don't think you'd use it for cooking, though. Maybe it's for scientific experimentation. We are in a lab. Yeah, you could probably pulverize just about anything with something this heavy duty. A binder. There's some paper inside it. It says DNA extraction instructions. We should see if I have DNA. Proceed through the following steps to extract DNA from a plant's roots and seeds. Place the plant material in a designated blender and activate the blender. Once the material has been thoroughly broken down, add in a solution of saline water. The liquid will be filtered and dripped down into a beaker. Once it's done so, pour the ethanol into the beaker. The DNA will collect at the bottom of the beaker. Use an empty capsule to collect it. Complex. Where's my... There's my tiny hand. Okay, time to throw the root in this mixer. Alright, done. Now we add the saline solution. I'm making a smoothie. There's a funnel above the beaker. Filtered liquid comes out of it. Eventually. Okay, looking good. Alright, now I need to go get the ethanol. What the hell is this? There's a rectangular hole in the wall. The only logical way for me to test the DNA is to put my hand in the blender. Let's do it. For science. There's a steel plate bolted across this door. I can't open it. Can't go that far. Ah. Why am I so bad at moving in this game? Huh? Why'd they put a speaker here? That's a drain. What's wrong with you? We found more seeds. This must be some kind of waste tank. It looks like a thigh tank. Are you for real? I get it! Took me a moment there. Okay. I'll just pour the froggy ethanol into the drain. And set the frog over here? How do we get the ethanol now? This is a little big, but I have a feeling we should take it. Aw, yeah, our smoothie is almost complete. Alright, next I need to pour the ethanol into the beaker. And then... I guess this should do it. Do you think this gel here has the DNA in it that we're supposed to collect? Probably. So what do we do with it? Does the manual say anything? Oh yeah. I think there was a fourth step in there. Okay, this is where we use the Pokeballs. Alright, I'm gonna dip the protrusion of this capsule into the stuff in the beaker. Awesome, you got it all! Okay, which Pokeball looks like this? Probably like a grass or bug one. There's one. Can you look? Nah. I guess we need all of them. We still don't know what's going on with this one. We can't seem to interact with that bit over there. Alright. I think we gotta do science. Unfortunately. Sigma, what are you gonna do with the scalpel? Are you gonna cut Lord Hoppington open? Well, I don't really have a choice, do I? But poor Lord Hoppington. What are you freaking out about? It's dead. That's not the point. It's still sad. Yeah. It is kind of sad. Oh, for the love of... This frog is dead. It is an ex-frog. Fine. I'll do it. Hey! Well, I guess that saves me the trouble. I don't want Dio to have the scalpel. Huh? Something came out of his stomach. A blue capsule? Ooh! Lord Hoppington. Why? You left us too soon! Shut up! This way? This way, slowly. Okay, okay. Why can't I look at the cool big test tube thingies? Oh. Man, look at all these pipes. I think they run down to the beakers underneath. There's handles where the pipes meet. If you turn the handle right, the liquid goes to the right. And if you turn it left, the liquid goes left. So maybe if you put it in the middle, half goes to the left and half goes to the right. This is pretty common for Zero Escape puzzles. Hello, Fry, thank you for the glove bum. Well, what is this liquid then? Probably water. What do the numbers mean? Are they supposed to indicate the amount of water that flows out of each pipe? And there aren't any units, but it looks like 80-somethings of water comes out of the center pipe. And then each pipe after the split gets 40. So we're supposed to regulate the flow of water with the handle so that each beaker gets the correct amount. Yeah. But these are big numbers. How do we get the water to come out in the first place, though? I think you probably just pull the lever over there on the right. Like this. After turning the correct levers, pull down the lever on the right to pour water into the beakers. Well, okay, let's give it a shot. Well... 6, 8, 16... Huh? Oh, well, wait a minute. 120, 160. Okay, so this is 30, 30, 20, 50, 30? Is that it? Okay. Okay. I want 30, so we gotta split this. So 20, 20, 20, 10. So this one should be good here. Then we got 10. We got 10. We need 20 from over here. So 40. Split it again to 20. Okay. Over here. 40. And then we need 10 from over here. Huh? Does that do it? Is that they're just all down? Huh? Isn't that too easy? That can't be right. You poured the water into the beakers and all the lights are green. You did it! That was too easy. Hey, you remember that hydroponics thing you found? Didn't it say something about preparing 5 types of seeds? You've got them all, right? Yeah, I have 2 types of long seeds and 3 types of round seeds. Well, then maybe you should put them in the beakers. If you just grab one of those seed containers, you should be able to put them into one of the beakers. Moni says I didn't understand any of it? Oh, no, it's easy. When you split it in the middle like this, it splits it in half. So you start with 40, and then 20 goes to the left, and 20 goes to the right. So you get 20 from over here, and then over here you get 20, split it in half again, so now it's 10. Then you get 20, 10, so 30. Does it matter which seeds I put in which thing? I think this is where we use our special notes. Okay. Okay. None of the marked seeds germinate if put in fluid C, which means the non-marked seeds need to go in green. I assume this one is not marked. A cylinder full of seeds. They're round and don't have any markings. Okay. So you go in green. By dragging a seed on top of another seed. Oh, okay, cool. I'm not sure what's going on here, but here it goes. So you just remove the 0? Yeah, yep. Okay. Let me see what my... Okay, so we do have... Oh, I see. There's 2 non-marked seeds. Okay, okay. Non-marked seeds fail to germinate in red or yellow. Okay, we gotta make some notes. Okay, what colors do we have? Yellow, cyan, red, blue, green. Okay. Okay, so yellow and cyan is long. That's hard to read. Yellow and cyan need to be long. Green has to be blank. But that's red. Blank seeds. That narrows it down to 2 options. Okay, okay. Non-marked seeds failed to germinate in red or yellow. So red and yellow. Red needs to be, or yellow needs to be long and marked. And then red needs to be marked. Duh. I can't read it. When the striped seeds were put into the fluid, were put into cyan and blue, only one of them failed to germinate. So yellow we know needs to be long and marked. That only leaves one answer. So this has to be the right one for this one. Alright. Alright, so we know yellow. Definitely know yellow. Do any of the other ones mention yellow? The long seeds fail to germinate in 3 of the fluids. We know that yellow isn't one of them. So that means only one of these ones would work. So it's gotta be cyan, right? Why did I have long written down for cyan? Oh, because of the brown seeds. Okay, okay. So cyan has to have the other long one. There's that. When the striped seeds were put into the fluid, were put into cyan and blue, only one of them failed to germinate. So this one would have failed to germinate, which means this one needs a striped one. Right? it, Sigma. You've sewn your seat. Oh, did I? Don't say it like that. Huh? Why not? Just don't. Quiet, you two. Look at this. Oh. A red capsule? This one really is Pokeball colored. Okay. Sigma, come here. What's wrong? I can see something in here. What do you mean something? But we're still missing one. Just look. It's easier than explaining. Let me save first. Feel nervous that we're gonna miss the golden files somehow. Right, because look, we still have one orb. We still have one. We haven't used this machine for anything yet. Suspicious. What the heck is this? Probably a simplified version of a DNA sequence. A is adenine, G is guanine, C is cytosine, and T is thymine. I think we can manipulate it. Yeah. It looks like the puzzle has to do with pairing these bases. Bases? Yeah. DNA is made out of 4 bases: adenine, guanine, cytosine, and thymine. However, you can only bind A and T or G and C. Anything else just won't work. These are called complementary base pairings. You sure know a lot about this stuff. I guess so. Anyway, you should be able to solve the puzzle now. Give it a shot. Reposition each row so that each A is connected to a T and each G is connected to a C. Move each row sideways until the letters match up. Oh? Oh. Huh? One of them looks like an I, though. C-T... Or C-G-T-A. I guess I should just assume that this one's a T? G-C... T-A-A-T-G-C... That one looks happy. Happy, happy. Not happy. Happy? Not happy. Whoa. No, it's no good. That's happy. Okay. What? What? Wait. Wait. Okay, happy. Why do you move that? Don't do that. No. Is there a trick to this? We were doing so good. Hmm. Oh, this one moves on its own. Okay, This is the only one that moves on its own. Okay. So this one's important. Oh, okay. I think I accidentally brute forced it. Huh, did it. Good job, Sigma. That was awesome. You want a treat? I'm not hungry. Your turkey! What in the hell? Stop screwing off. We don't have time for that. Now get over here and look at this. Huh? There's something on it. Yeah, we need to get another color. This is the safe password. Perfect, that's just what we need. Yeah, now we can get in the safe. How do I use the other machine? I'm gonna try and look at that. It pulls me over here again. Why won't you let me play with the machine? Are you gonna use those seeds in the mixer? Yeah, you think I shouldn't? No, I just mean, don't you think you should put all of them in? I mean, all 5 different types of seeds? Yeah. Interesting. Why not? Are we just being like a little chaos gremlin? Alright, done. Add the saline. Add the alcohol. And then use our little pipette. It didn't even occur to me this was like a squishable thing. I thought it was like hard plastic or something, or glass. Awesome, you got it all. We have frog DNA, seed DNA. I don't know what the other two are. Look! The screen changed. Neat. Huh. So the thing that we just put in had plant DNA in it, right? Maybe that caused this. Anyway, let's go have a look. Huh? It's different now. Weird. Weird! Turn. Wait. Safe is over here. Alrighty. Archive. Sun Star. Yes, it opened. You did it. What did we get? Floor A and B. The facility has 2 stories. The top floor is referred to as Floor A, and the bottom floor is called Floor B. The A and B supposedly stand for above and below. There's a rumor that the floors were actually named after a particular Swedish pop rock group from the 70s, but everyone involved in this project has insisted that it is a vile and hurtful lie. I do not get the reference. Ooh! Oh, ABBA? Oh, they're Swedish? When the body is infected with Radical 6, the processing speed of the brain is reduced. If we assume the brain currently operates on 1-to-1 basis with regards to time, Radical 6 reduces this to 1 to the square root of 1/6, or approximately 1 to 0.408. This means that for each second that passes outside, the patient feels that only 0.408 seconds have passed inside. Therefore, when 1 second has passed inside, approximately 2.45 seconds, or square root of 6 seconds, have passed outside. This is why the virus has been termed Radical 6. Oh. Those infected by Radical 6 eventually develop a powerful urge to commit suicide. One theory holds that the disparity in time perception causes the brain to be flooded with massive amounts of information. Unable to keep up, it begins to fail. Whatever the cause, the infected invariably attempt to take their own lives, which is arguably the most terrifying aspect of the virus. Research suggests that a targeted antiviral could kill or at least disable Radical 6. But thus far we've been unable to develop one. It seems our best hope now is to harvest antibodies from someone with a natural immunity to the virus. They won Eurovision? Oh. I didn't know that. I didn't realize Eurovision was that old, to be honest. 1 second, gamers. I'm a little chilly. I'm gonna turn the AC down. Or rather, up? I'm gonna turn the temperature up. Okay, I'm back. I was getting chilly. Nobody wants a chilly cryptid. The bodies of those dead from suicide are piled up along the roads, leading into and out of town. The entire area reeks with the stench of decay, and the sky is filled with the constant buzzing of flies. At times, their swarms are so thick that when one passes, it feels as if a cloud has gone over the sun. Every day I see more crows, and the rats are everywhere, feeding on the dead. Ironically, the only healthy-looking creatures are the stray cats, who have grown fat on a plentiful rodent diet. The few humans who survived the outbreak have been locked away by the government in underground shelters. I don't know how many were saved, but I fear only a handful. Oh Lord, please, let their future be a bright one. This is an excerpt from the journal of a researcher. Due to space constraints, some sections have been cut out. I wonder if this is, there's a scene that we see in the cutscene in the beginning with Sigma, where it looked like there's like a bunch of crosses burning, and I was like, huh? But maybe that's like burning bodies? Maybe it was like a graveyard or something? Not like a graveyard, but like an impromptu one. And that's why there's the crosses, and then they were burning the bodies to like kill the virus or something? Jumpy doll? It sounds like someone named a doll Jumpy, but why? Junpei! The secret of Quark's hat. Don't you think his hat looks kind of weird? There's that huge band that just wraps around his head. Is he hiding a pair of Ferengi ears? Ferengi ears? Or maybe he's just a young Lobot? Well, this is just between you and me, but he's got missiles in there. The sides of the hat are hiding those pods, like you see on helicopters or SAM sites. Except these missiles are tiny, and when he gets in trouble, both sides of the hats open up. And they just fly out all at once, like shh. Just kidding. Actually, he just keeps snacks in there. That was not helpful. Excelivir. An antiviral medication made to counteract Radical 6. More specifically, it's an antibody with a natural resistance to the virus. It was found and extracted from an individual in 2038 and then replicated using the IG replicator. An Excelivir injection is the only known way to fight off a Radical 6 infection. 2038. Wasn't it 2028 when we were taken? Am I wrong? I think we were taken in 2028, right? Astronomy today. Yeah, the lunar eclipse occurs in 2028. So that means it's been at least 10 years since we were taken. If Excelivir exists, and we're reading news articles about it. So we've been unconscious for like 10 years, probably in the cryo chamber. What the heck? The plot just thickens and thickens. Okay, password. Moon, moon, sun. Oh, was it moon, moon, star? Am I bad at reading? Oh. Moon, sun, moon. Okay, I was looking at the wrong side. Moon, sun, moon. Yay, Scott! You got your caps lock on. Ha! It opened! Awesome, the suspense is killing me. Okay, what have we got here? First is... new map. Alright, cool. Alright, so floor A is the top floor. Alright, let's keep looking. There's a lot of stuff in here. These are the key cards. Each one's got a picture of a moon on it. And these have to be the cards the announcer was talking about. Looks like they gave us two, just like with the sun cards. I'm a solo, so I'll hang on to one. Cool? Sure, fine. Next up, we've got a notebook. Oh, it's thick! Anything interesting? I can't read any of this. Are these even letters? What the heck is this? Isn't it a journal? It's got dates and stuff. Maybe, but I can't read any of this. What language is it? Who knows? Maybe it's Brazilian. They speak Portuguese in Brazil. Anyway, what else have we got here? Looks like two more things. Is that medicine? What's it say on the label? Excelivir. X-lever? Wait, didn't Luna say something about, Excelivir? You're right. This is it. This is Excelivir. It's the cure for Radical 6. Whoa, hold on. Let me see that. Later. We need to get out of here as quick as possible. Yeah, we need to get this stuff to Quark. First, we've got to get out of this room. Yeah, but that's easy. You've got it, right? Yeah, let's go. I want to read the diary. Where's my diary? Oh, here. I can't read. Why can't Sigma read? don't care if it's not in English. I want to look at it. You guys ready? Yeah, let's do it. Just get it over with. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. You found it! Yeah, first room of the day solved.
Hey, hold on a minute. There's something... Nah, I guess there's a couple of things I want to double check. Well, one of them's not really significant, I guess.
Huh?
First off, this machine. We didn't even end up using this thing, did we?
Yeah,
I was just wondering what it was.
well, I'm not sure how I'm supposed to answer that. I think it's a cloning device. Let's look at symmetrical. Look at the side here. There's a name or something. IG Replicator.
Replicator makes it sound like it makes copies of stuff.
So it's like a copy machine?
Yeah. Probably copies IG, whatever that is.
Any ideas?
Who knows? Ice cream by the gallon?
Of course. Actually, I think we do know what IG is. Injection gun. IG might be injection gun? I think I was thinking of the turbo urine. Maybe. Well, I am missing some of the files, sadly. Oh. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay. So, it was found and extracted, and then it's replicated using the IG replicator. So yeah, this is definitely meant to... Oh. Immunoglobulin. Immunoglobulin. Okay, that's what it is. That's what it is. Oh, hey, Dorko. Of course. This machine must be here so we can make all the ice cream we want. Are you nuts? You're one idiotic girl, you know that? In other words, an IG.
Oh, good one.
Hey, this isn't the time for stupid jokes. There's a helpless child back there in the infirmary who needs our help.
Since when do you care? He was right, of course. I hung my head in shame.
At any rate, as long as we don't know what IG means, we can't do anything with this machine, right?
I know what it
That's
means.
Makes sense. On to the second issue. Sigma, you found a journal and some sort of vial in the safe, right?
Yeah.
The vial. Could you show it to me again?
Why?
I didn't really get a good look at it before. You guys were in there so close I could barely see it. Was it really Accelavir?
Yeah, definitely. I'm just picturing Dio, like, grabbing the Accelavir and being like, oh, is this the Accelavir you wanted? And he just, like, smashes it on the ground. Like a Seto Kaiba situation with the Blue Eyes White Dragon. As I spoke, I pulled the vial out of my pocket. It's so purple. See, it's written right there on the label. Accelavir.
You really are an idiot.
Huh?
Although I guess in this case the G in IG stands for guy.
What? I don't... Bro, he's really gonna smash it? The words were barely out of my mouth when he moved. Because we think he works for the terrorist organization that released Radical 6. Before I could blink, the vial disappeared from my hand. Hey, what gives?
What are you doing?
Dio slipped the vial quickly into his coat.
Oh, don't worry. I'll keep it safe. I'll even give it back to you later.
No, not later. Give it back now.
I don't think so. If you want it back, you're gonna have to listen to my request.
Request?
Yeah, that's what I said. If you want this back, in the next AB game, you have to choose ally.
Ally? Wait, is that why you took the medicine? To blackmail me?
That's horrible. using Quark's life as leverage.
Well, I've got some really good reasons to do so. I'll be happy to give it back if you just do what I say.
What's our score right now? I didn't realize until they started to hurt that I'd curled my hands into fists. If Dio would only give me an opening.
I wouldn't try and take it back by force if I were you. You make any sudden moves and I'll smash it.
He patted his pocket gently.
Oh, and one more thing. Don't tell those other idiots that you found some Excelavir in here. I hear one word about it, and the next thing you hear will be little bits of glass shattering on the floor.
Darn it.
That's not fair.
This game isn't about compassion. It's not about being clever. It's about one thing. How well you can manipulate people to your advantage. How unfair you can be. So, what are you gonna do? Ready to promise me you'll pick Ally?
Fine. I promise.
Sigma!
Oh, I knew you'd say it eventually. I'm glad you understand how this works.
Joke's on you, because I was gonna pick Li anyway.
But don't think about trying anything funny. Break your promise and... well, you know what happens. See you chumps later. I'm really looking forward to the next round.
With one last self-satisfied chuckle, Dio started out of the room. Are we gonna die? I don't know what our score is right now. Let me see your bracelet.
Are you really going to do what he says?
Yeah.
Sigma, you've only got one BP right now.
Oh, okay.
If we choose Ally and he chooses Betray...
I know. I'll drop to -1 and that means I'll get penalized.
But that means...
Look, it's not like I want to, alright? If we don't do as he says, then he'll destroy the medicine. If he does that, then Quark will...
So you're going to die to save his life? That's... Why would you do that?
In all honesty, I was terrified. My choice was far from a foregone conclusion. Well, we should get back to the upper floor. Everybody else is probably finished already. I bet they're waiting for us. I didn't wait for Clover's response. Yeah, if I'm actually a robot, can I even die from the poison? The Sapporo? I don't know if I can. Well, maybe we'll learn some more about Sigma on this route. Oh! Hi, baby! Bling, 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 bling. But hey, now we know how to duplicate the Excelavir in the other routes.
An ambidex gate has been opened. 45 minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes.
Sorry, I went ahead and cracked it open a bit early.
Dio. In one of his hands was a moon key. He twirled it around like a veteran gambler, grinned, and slid it back into his pocket.
You don't mind, right? I figured you and Clover would get up here right away. Besides, I thought it'd be best to get this done soon before you lose your nerve. I don't know about you, but I'm really looking forward to the next round.
I glanced around the warehouse. Alice and Kay were back. As was Phi. And of course Clover. He says, is this path locked on and no option to choose not to betray? Let's see. It looks like we're still gonna get a choice. Where are Tenmyoji and the rest of them?
They're in the infirmary.
We carried Quark to one of the beds. Tenmyoji and Luna are looking after him.
I see.
How's he doing?
Well, it's hard to say. He seems to be sleeping soundly, but beyond that, there's really no way to know.
Yeah, the Betray side looks shorter, probably because we died. No change then, huh?
Right.
So what was your room signal?
A laboratory.
Is that so?
Did it look like the kind of place where they'd be researching viruses and DNA and those kinds of things?
Yeah, it did.
Sure did.
Was there any of that Excelivir?
Don't tell those other idiots that you found some Excelivir. I hear one word about it, and the next thing you hear will be little bits of glass.
Thank you for lurking, Weenie. Hope you're having a good day. My eyes flicked to Dio for a moment. No, nothing. Beside me, Clover bit her lip.
I see.
So, how'd it go with you? Find anything interesting? Finally shook her head. With a unison of movement that almost looked choreographed, Alice and Kay shrugged. Ooh, that'd be a good, like, technically correct answer, Kitty.
Where does that leave us? We've still got about 40 minutes left until voting ends.
What are you gonna do?
I'm a little curious about that lab you found. I thought I might go take a peek at it.
I'll show you the way then.
That would be wonderful.
I think I'll go have a look at the room Alice, Kay, and Tenmyoji. Never know. Maybe you missed something. Perhaps there's some Excelivir hidden somewhere in there.
Gah, what a jerk.
Then I shall take you there.
What about you two? Where are you going?
Well, I think I'll start by heading over to the infirmary to see how Quark's doing.
Then I will too.
Glad that's settled.
She nodded to Clover and they disappeared through the magenta door. Dio and Kay followed a few footsteps behind. If Dio's splitting up from us, like, couldn't we just tell people when he's not there? Okay then. Guess we should be going too.
Hold on. Show me that journal first.
Dio
told me about it. He wouldn't tell me anything about the lab except that you found a journal with, his words, some sort of bullshit language.
Watch it be Latin.
He said you had it, so I was hoping I could take a look.
Yeah. 1 second. I dug the journal out of my pocket and handed it to Phi. She began to flip through the pages, her eyes quickly scanning each one.
This is Latin.
Latin? You mean you can read it?
Yeah, with time and a dictionary.
So in other words, no.
Pardon me for not being able to translate a dead language on the fly. This looks like some kind of research log.
Why were they writing in Latin? I guess security?
It's not gonna be some sort of, I took the dog for a walk today. It was nice kind of stuff. I can understand a little of it, mostly conjunctions and things like that. But most of these words I've never even seen before.
Phi started to leaf through the book again as she spoke. Then suddenly she stopped.
Wait, I can read this one. Page 216.
Is the journal numbered? The pages?
This isn't research notes. It looks like a personal entry.
What's it say?
Don't rush me. This is gonna take a minute. Interesting. All right, I think I got it. It looks like they're talking about Radical 6.
What? Why are they talking about that?
Not sure. Let me read it to you. Keep in mind I'm paraphrasing.
When the body's infected with Radical 6... Oh, this is what we had in the gold file. The processing speed of the brain is reduced. If we assume the brain currently operates on a one-to-one... Yeah, this is the thing about how time slows down. Radical is another term for what's also known as the root operation, the function inverse to the taking of a power. In a less mathematical sense, it can also be used to refer to something that's extreme or severe. Those infected by Radical 6 eventually develop a powerful urge to commit suicide. The exact cause of this is unclear, and although there's of yet no direct link between suicidal urges and the reduction in mental processing speed, many believe that they're not unrelated. Those infected with Radical 6 perceive the world to be moving at a fever pitch, as if it were a video cassette being fast-forwarded. For instance, although the patient believes that only 10 seconds have passed, in fact 24.5 seconds have passed. Given this increased speed of input, maintaining the ability to observe and reason would become a Herculean task. One theory holds that the disparity in time perception causes the brain to be flooded with massive amounts of information. Unable to keep up, it begins to fail. Whatever the cause, the infected invariably attempt to take their own lives, which is arguably the most terrifying aspect of this virus. Research suggests that a targeted antiviral could kill or at least disable Radical 6, but we've been unable to develop one. It seems our best hope now is to harvest antibodies from someone with a natural immunity to the virus. Thus far, however, we've been unable to locate a suitable subject. But I have continued my efforts to discover an alternative means of treatment. Given my current rate of progress, I predict that I'll have a workable treatment within a decade or two. It's my fervent hope that humanity will be able to survive that long. The bodies of those dead from suicide are piled up along the roads leading into and out of town. The entire area reeks with the stench of decay, and the sky is filled with the constant buzzing of flies. At times, their swarms are so thick that when it passes, it feels as though a cloud has gone over the sun. Every day I see more crows, and rats are everywhere feeding on the dead. Ironically, the only healthy-looking creatures are the stray cats that have grown fat on the plentiful rodent diet. The few humans who survived the outbreak have been locked away by the government in underground shelters. I don't know how many were saved, but I fear only a handful. Their survival is the only hope that remains for the human race. Oh Lord, please, let their future be a bright one. Whoa, that's a lot of information. Now we know what the virus does to you, though. If you get infected, your brain slows down by a root of 1/6. That's what, about 40%?
That isn't the important part. Those infected by Radical 6 eventually develop a powerful urge to commit suicide.
Yeah, you're right. That would explain why Quark was, well, trying to kill himself.
There are two other things in here that worry me. First, the part about how they haven't managed to develop a treatment for it yet. What do you make of that?
What am I supposed to make of it? Maybe they just hadn't found one when this journal was written. I mean, from what we know, there's a drug called Accelavir that cures it.
Exactly. But in the journal it says it might take 20 years to make something like that.
Hold on a second. I'm getting confused. When was this thing even written?
December 29th. No year.
Well, there's no way it was written this year.
Yeah, probably not. Anyway, moving on. The second concern I have is about the underground shelters it mentions. The newspaper article said something about quarantining people too. After we read it, we all thought the same thing. What if this was one of those quarantine facilities? But this journal seems to suggest the opposite. The few humans who survived the outbreak have been locked away by the government in underground shelters.
You're trying to say that this place might be one of those underground shelters. Which would mean that we're all supposed to be uninfected. We would have been thrown in here to keep us safe.
Yeah. I mean, there's no way to say for sure at this point, but it seems possible.
But Quark's been infected, right?
And maybe the virus got in somehow.
With Dio! It's gonna be with Dio, because he snuck in. He's not supposed to be here. Dio is gonna be like, he's gonna have like natural immunity or something. Well, that would be bad.
Just think about it for a minute. If this is one of those shelters, a lot of things start to make sense. Maybe we've been here for a long time. Like, maybe they put us to sleep somehow. Made us sleep for years, maybe even decades. While we were sleeping, the pandemic that the newspaper article talked about happened. And whoever had this journal made this entry.
But if we were asleep for years, wouldn't we have like, I don't know, like wouldn't the guys have like facial hair? Or like everyone's hair wouldn't be grown longer? And your muscles would be atrophied. and stuff. Right? I don't know, I don't understand cryostasis. And then, once the antiviral treatment was finished, they woke us up?
Right. It's all just speculation, but
No, that doesn't make sense. I mean, it seems like a pretty plausible scenario, but we were all captured before the pandemic started, right?
yeah.
And how would they have put us to sleep for that long? How would they have known to do that? But most importantly, why the hell are we playing the nonary game if the point of the place was to save us? Throwing a bunch of people into a game that might kill them is a pretty weird way to protect them from a pandemic. So glad this didn't happen during COVID.
Yeah, you're right.
See?
We don't have enough information to make any real conclusions. I think we should see if we can find anything else.
I had barely finished speaking before she took off for the magenta door. Hey, weren't you coming to the infirmary with me?
I've changed my mind. You can tell me about Quark later.
And with that, he says space travel and time dilation. Looking at you, Project Hail Mary. I wonder what was first, right? Because Hail Mary is based on a book or something, or a comic? She was gone. Man. I let out a long, tired sigh and started off towards the infirmary. Now, I wonder when the book came out. Let's check it out. Mm-hmm. 2021. So, I think this would be first, right? $2012. Oh! First year's last reward did it first! Let's go! How's he doing?
He seems to be stable, as far as I can tell.
Still sleeping.
I see. Mind if I have a look?
Go ahead.
Me. I made my way around the partition to the side of Quark's bed. The journal and the thing Fi and I had talked about would definitely need to be addressed. For the moment, the AB game was what I needed to concentrate on. Lives are at stake, mine, and Quark's. Those infected by Radical 6 eventually developed a powerful urge to commit suicide. If the journal was telling the truth, then as soon as the anesthetic wore off, Quark would go insane again. What if we weren't able to restrain him a second time? What if he managed to kill himself before we got to him? Or perhaps he'd just get out of the infirmary and go hide somewhere. On the other hand, it wasn't like we could keep anesthetizing him forever. There was only one way to save Quark, and that was with the Accelerator. Unfortunately, Dio had stolen it. If we wanted to get back, Clover and I would have to vote ally. But if I did, there was an excellent chance I'd end up dead. The question was then, what to do? Sacrifice myself to save Quark? Or keep quiet about the danger he was in to save myself? It was so faint I almost didn't hear it.
Grandpa.
He shifted a little and then fell silent again. It was enough, though. What on earth had I been thinking? How could I have even considered letting a child die in my place? Suddenly my cheeks felt hot with embarrassment and disgust. That I'd considered letting Quark die even for a minute was pathetic. There was only one choice. There had only ever been one choice. No way was I gonna leave Quark to die. Dio isn't here. We just tell everybody and then we go ambush Dio. My hands tightened into fists as I looked down at him. Any uncertainty I'd felt before was gone. I knew what I had to do.
10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, Any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
This will be the first time on where we
Results will
die.
be displayed.
Looks like it's almost time. You two should head back.
What about you?
Not going. I'm worried about Quark.
But you're a solo. If you don't vote...
I'll automatically ally. I know. I heard the voice on the intercom just like you.
What are you gonna do if Kay and allies vote betray?
Nothing, I suppose. Just means I lost that round. I'd just be voting ally anyway. You know who my opponents are, right? Alice only has one BP left. If I pick betray and they chose ally, I'd kill her. I'm not so desperate to escape that I'm gonna kill someone for it. And even if I was, I can't leave Quark behind. You see? Doesn't matter if I go into the AB room or not. My vote's the same either way.
Tenmyoji's mind was made up. Trying to persuade him to leave would have been pointless. JD says Grand Bazaar is on sale right now. Ooh! How much is it? It's not on sale on Steam. Maybe only on the Switch? 22? That's a good deal. Low on Woot. Kitty says I travel for D&D now, will be listening in. Safe travels, Kitty! Alright. Take care of Quark.
Of course, you worry about yourself.
Let's go.
Okay.
Moon and I headed out of the infirmary, leaving Tenmyoji and Quark behind. When we got to the warehouse, we found everyone else waiting for us. Bum, bum, bum. Well, not quite everyone. One other person was missing. Hey, where's Dio?
Take a look at the doors.
They're all closed. When we came in here before, the one on the far right was open.
And that would mean...
That he went in, I guess.
Exactly.
That jerk. He'd probably been worried I might try and take the Xelavir from him by force, so he's hidden himself in the AB room. What a coward. I'd made up my mind to choose ally no matter what, but a part of me had still considered trying to jump Dio if he dropped his guard. Well, now he'd made sure I wouldn't get the chance to try.
Where's Tenmyoji?
Oh,
Luna explained Tenmyoji's choice.
I see. Well, I guess that means I don't have to worry about him picking betray.
right. What will you guys be choosing then?
Ally, of course.
Because my BP is 6, I assume.
Yes. As long as Tenmyoji votes ally, I can't choose betray. If I do, K's BP will go up to 9.
But what if he forces you?
Ha ha ha.
Ha ha ha. Kay?
You needn't worry.
Your laugh is so ominous.
I would never do something so crass.
Really?
Of course.
Then you don't need to go in there.
Excuse me?
Alice can vote by herself. Then we don't have anything to worry about, right?
Well, I apologize, but I'm afraid I can't agree to that.
Why not?
I just can't. Shall we go, Alice?
Hey, hold on
Grab
a minute
him!
there.
Grab the robot! Kay continued briskly towards the AB room as if he'd simply hadn't heard Phi. Ellis scrambled to follow him, perhaps concerned that he would lock her out. Only seconds later, they disappeared into the third room from the left.
I hope Alice is going to be okay.
Well, there's nothing we can do now. If Kay told the truth, she'll be fine.
He obviously wasn't telling the truth.
5 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Time's almost up. Come on, Luna.
Right.
They headed off at a trot towards the second room from the right, and were soon out of sight inside it. Alright, Clover, time for us to go.
Oh, okay. Right behind you.
I sighed to myself and headed towards the leftmost AB room.
What are you gonna do?
I don't really have a choice, do I? There's only one thing I can do. I'm gonna choose Ally.
You can't! You'll die!
Well, you never know. Just because Dio told us to Ally doesn't necessarily mean he's gonna pick Betray.
Do you really think a jerk like that is going to choose Ally if he doesn't have to? No. No way! He's got 6 BP right now.
Yeah, he's out of here.
If he picks Betray, then he'll have 9 points!
Well, what about you?
Huh?
You've got 6 BP too, right? If Dio chooses Ally and we choose Betray, then you'd have 9 BP.
What? No, that's not... I didn't even realize that until you brought it up. I'm just trying to tell you that Dio is going to pick Betray. That's who he is.
And I'm trying to tell you that I've made up my mind. That's who I am. The only choice is Ally. It's the only chance we have to get that medicine back.
That's why Dio called you an IG. What makes you think he's going to give us the Excelavir, even if you do what he says?
Maybe he won't, but I can guarantee that he'll destroy it if I pick Betray. That's who he is.
Fine. If you aren't gonna listen to me, then I guess I don't have a choice. I'll be pushing that button.
Huh? Before I realized what was going on, Clover ducked past me and ran towards the voting machine. No! Stop! I snatched her by the arm and hauled backwards with all my strength.
Ow!
Sorry. I guess that was a little too hard, huh?
Hey! What do you think you're doing? You can't just throw a girl around like that.
Well, you're the one who tried to trick me.
But you're gonna die! Dio's going to kill you! You can't do this! I don't want you to die.
Ten seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Thanks. It means a lot to hear you say that, Clover. I gave her my best reassuring nod and turned to face the polling machine.
3, 2, 1.
Time to die.
Round 2 of the Ambidex game has been completed.
I was the one infected with Radical 6 all along.
Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
So this means that Dio and Kay will be able to escape? Clover and I stepped out of the AB room. For several long moments, we just stared at one another. Words weren't necessary. Everything she would have tried to tell me I could already see in her eyes. Let's go. I turned and headed towards the results screen.
Sigma.
I heard her behind me, her voice barely louder than a whisper. The choice was already made. I stood up straight and kept walking. Dum, 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 dum. Oh, who saw that coming? Literally everyone. Alright, so Kay and Dio can leave. That's interesting.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
Time to find out if robots can die.
What?
Sigma's BP is...
Negative.
Suddenly, all eyes were on me. I felt their weight but stood my ground. It was the result I'd expected. I took a deep breath and closed my eyes. I didn't have to wait long. There was a sharp, quick pain in my wrist, barely even noticeable. I couldn't feel anything flowing into my veins, but I knew it was there. First would be the anesthetic Soporil. I blinked and my vision started to blur. When I tried to think, it felt like my mind had been stuffed with cotton. My legs began to wobble, then gave out entirely as I crumpled to the floor.
Sigma! Sigma! Hang on! Hey! Sigma! Get up!
Sigma!
Oh no! Oh no, oh no, oh no!
Trying to open my eyelids was like trying to lift sheets of lead. My eyes had lost the ability to focus, but I could make out a blur that had to be Dio in front of the number 9 door. Darn it! You'll keep your promise, gosh darn it! I groaned and with a Herculean effort lifted my head and then my sluggish body off the floor. Every step was a battle, and whenever I shifted my weight, my muscles started to give out again. But somehow I forced myself ahead, a single thought burning in my mind. I would reach Dio. Then at last. The smudge of color faded into a recognizable person. I threw out my hand in front of him. Give it back. Give me the medicine.
Give it back. Don't act like it's yours. Are we supposed to share everything we find here?
I don't care. Just hand me the medicine.
What are you talking about?
We found the Excelivir in the laboratory.
And Dio stole it.
What?
You mean he has it? Right now?
Yeah. So?
I kept my promise. Now you... I wasn't a fool. I knew the kind of person that Dio was. There was a chance he wouldn't give us back the Excelivir. If he didn't, then I'd die with my hands around his throat. I gathered as much of my mind as I could and got ready to attack.
Fine.
Not quite what I'd been expecting.
Here.
With a shrug, he pulled the vial out of his pocket and tossed it towards me. Do not toss it at the drugged man. I caught it and pulled the tiny glass bottle to my chest, worried I might drop it. The label said unmistakably Excelivir. It was the real thing. Clover, take it. I held it out towards her.
Right. Of course.
She quickly tucked it into her pocket. Good. Now at least Quark will be alright. With that, the last of my strength left me and I dropped to my knees.
Sigma! Are you okay? Sigma! Sigma!
I guess this is it.
First is the Soparil, which put you to sleep. 9 minutes later, the tubocurarine is injected, numbing your respiratory muscles. I guess you could say it'll really take your breath away.
9 minutes. Once the Soporil was injected, I had 9 minutes until the muscle relaxant followed it. About 4 minutes had already passed, which left me with 5, give or take a little. Just chop off your arm. In 5 minutes, I would be dead. What could I do in 5 minutes? How could I save myself? I gave a raspy, quiet laugh. Even with death staring me in the face, I seemed to be determined to struggle right up until the very end. Okay, Sigma. You can do this. Clinging desperately to what little consciousness I had, I racked my brain for any possible solutions. How could I save myself? How? There had to be something. Every problem, no matter how difficult, has a solution. There's always another option. Hopelessness is a state of mind. I just had to think. Think. If there was a way out, I'd find it. I wasn't ready to give up on life yet. There had to be an answer. What is Kay doing during all this? Is Kay leaving with Dio? To be continued. Oh, looks like we got to a lock? Yeah, we got to a lock. Alright, well, let's try Betray. I assume he's just gonna smash it.
What are you gonna do?
Yum. Fighting with Clover. Betray. A smashing success. I think so. Clover and I walked slowly out of the AB room. Dio glanced over at us as he exited his own room. I looked away before he could make eye contact.
Sigma, why? After all that stuff you said. I mean, it's not like I'm criticizing you. I think you made the right decision.
Sorry.
You don't need to apologize. I think I would have chosen betray if I was in your position. We'll find another way, alright? We just have to keep an eye on Dio. As soon as he gives us an opening, we take it. And I'm sure Alice will help us too.
Did you tell her?
It's okay. We can trust Alice. There's no way she told him.
So she did tell Alice. That's why I assumed that she would let Alice know what was going on.
Anyway, let's go check the results.
Yeah. So in this one, Kay is the only person with 9.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
Yeah, maybe this is when he finally blows us up. Because we see it in a flashback that he tries to blow up the place.
Hey, what the hell is this?
Sorry, I decided to choose Betray.
Oh, so you don't care what happens to Quark?
What kind of a cold-hearted jerk are you?
Jeez.
Please, just give it back.
Hey, Sigma, what are you talking about?
We found the Accelavir in the laboratory.
And Dio stole it. What? You mean he has it? Right now?
Nah, I don't have it.
What?
Well, I won't have it in about 2 seconds.
The moment the words left his mouth, I knew what he planned to do. No! Don't! I leapt toward him as I spoke, but it was already too late. Dio snatched the vial out of his pocket, brought it up, and threw it to the ground.
No!
Why didn't we ambush him before the results, displayed? You jerk!
What are you doing?
A promise is a promise. If you'd chosen ally, this never would have happened. You want to blame someone? Blame yourselves.
Gah. I'd had enough. Something snapped in my brain. Jerk! Gah! I let out a guttural roar and leapt forward, only to be stopped short by a firm hand on my arm. It was Phi.
Hold it.
Why are you stopping me?
Because this isn't the time for that.
Huh? What do you mean this isn't the time?
Look at the number 9 door.
He's like, hasta la bye-bye! Kay was indeed standing in front of the door. What is he?
No!
Wait, have we even seen Alice? 9. His BP is 9.
What?
Suddenly, we were all running towards Kay and the number 9 door. Hey, Kinko, welcome. Kay! What the hell do you think you're doing?
What am I doing? Well, that should be obvious, but if you insist, I am attempting to leave.
you fucking kidding me?
I assure you, I would do no such thing. I am perfectly serious. After a rational assessment of the facts, I have concluded that this is the wisest course of action. What is currently our highest priority? The answer is, of course, to save Quark. He must be taken to a hospital as soon as possible. For that to happen, one of us must escape and call for help.
True, true.
Currently, the only one of us capable of doing so is myself. That is why I intend to escape.
And leave us all behind.
Unavoidable, but as I said, I do intend to call for help.
I do believe him with that regard.
Couldn't you have at least waited until the next round? Then you could have raised Quark's BP to 9 and taken him with you.
And what would happen if Dio was Quark's opponent in the next round? I have no illusions about what Dio would do. This is the most logical choice.
I feel like his argument is somewhat compelling.
Has been opened. It will remain open for 9 seconds.
Wait! Where's Alice?
Oh, yes. Alice is in the AB room. She has collapsed. But you needn't be concerned. She is only sleeping.
Oh no! What did you do to Alice?
You will need to ask her yourself. I must take my leave.
Hey! God damn it! Wait!
Dio charged at K, but the larger man easily sidestepped him and tumbled nimbly through the door just before it closed. Is this just gonna be a game over again?
Door has closed. This ends the nonary game. Thank you for your participation. As the game is over, all doors other than the number 9 door have been unlocked. Escape is not possible. Please enjoy your stay.
Well, we're gonna regret grinding up all those seeds instead of growing them. Game over. Collecting all the bad ends. Okay, so now we have this whole right path over here. And we have this left path over here. Oh, wait! Oh, look! We have an open lock! There isn't enough antiviral medication. Ah! Neat. Oh, oops. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, we get to watch the cutscene again. It's our favorite cutscene. That's why we watched it like 30 times. Should we go to that open lock then? Oh, because over here we have, is there proof it wasn't murder? We have another lock opened! Because now we know that Radical 6 makes people kill themselves. I don't know which way to go. We have this whole path, this lock. Which one should we do? Oh my gosh. That's the Dio ending. I'm guessing this will be another ending here. Let's go with this one first. Okay, so I think this is the one where they find Alice. Alice! Okay, and Clover's freaking out because she thinks someone murdered her. Those infected by Radical 6 eventually develop a powerful urge to commit suicide. Suddenly, Clover moved. I leapt forward and clamped my hand around her wrist.
What are you doing?
Clover, listen to me. Alice wasn't killed. Nobody murdered her. She took her own life.
What? No.
I got an achievement that says, I can't believe it's not murder.
No. There's no way she'd do that.
It's true. She stabbed herself in the heart with a scalpel.
All right. Where'd she get the scalpel then?
Well,
I did hear someone come into the infirmary right after the AB game ended.
Was that before I showed up?
Yes, I got up to see who it was, but they were already gone. It could have been Alice.
so she could have taken the scalpel then.
Yes, I think so.
You're lying. This is all a lie. It has to be.
It's not. It's the truth.
Then why did she do it? Why would Alice kill herself?
She probably didn't have a reason.
What?
She'd been infected with Radical 6. That's what killed her.
But you just said she killed herself. Just tell me the truth.
I am.
Then prove it. Your 10 seconds ran out a long time ago. So if you don't have any proof...
I do. I have proof. There was a journal in the lab, wasn't there, Kay? Show it to me.
Journal?
It would have been in the safe.
Ah, well, Alice would have it then.
Vi, can you... I don't feel right touching a dead woman's body. Could you take a look?
Sure.
Her hands barely shook as she quickly searched through Alice's clothing. It was only seconds before she stopped. Slowly and carefully, she drew something out. Where would Alice even put that? There it was. The journal. Vi turned to hand it to me, but I shook my head. You read it. It's in Latin. I can't make heads or tails of it. She cocked an eyebrow at me and flipped the small book open. When she looked back up at me, it was with both suspicion and surprise.
Yeah, it is Latin. But translating this is impossible. It's full of words I've never heard before. I can barely understand any of this.
Yubi says, I thought it was implied that Radical 6 made you want to kill yourself way back when we first saw it ages ago. Yes, but also it's confusing because there's like so many different timelines, right? So I don't know like in which timelines we've seen that. Page 216.
Huh?
Turn to page 216. You should be able to read that one. Vi's frown deepened, but she did as I'd suggested. I watched her eyes quickly scan the page before looking up at me with renewed suspicion.
Yeah, I can read this page. How did you know? No, wait. How did you even know there was a journal in the lab?
I just knew.
You just knew. Come on.
Look, just read it, okay? Clover wants to hear what it has to say. Right?
Yeah.
Right. Give me a moment to look it over.
After a few moments of whispering to herself in Latin, Vi began to translate, paraphrasing the contents of the journal. Alright, so this is what we've read before. Radical 6 slows down the brain processing speed, which for some reason seems to make people kill themselves.
Oh Lord, please, let their future be a bright one.
Vi shut the journal with a soft slap. A sickly silence drifted through the room. I'm sorry, I'm bad at talking. The newspaper article, the recording, the conversation with Tenmyoji, and now this journal entry. There was no more hiding from the truth. The pandemic had already happened. All of Clover's rage suddenly dissipated, and she collapsed to the floor, tears pouring down her face. None of us had the heart to say anything, and for several long moments the only sound in the room was Clover's sobs.
We've got a problem. It's almost time for the primary doors to open.
Yeah, only 10 minutes left.
Sorry, but I'll be taking Alice's bracelet. Fi and I won't be able to open the secondary door without it.
So she was a magenta pear, just like me.
Just now noticed that, did ya?
As he spoke, Dio grabbed the bracelet off the floor and dropped it into his pocket.
What color is your bracelet, Luna?
I'm a cyan pear.
You are part of Clover's pair, then. That means the two of you will need to come with me.
I guess so. Come on now, Clover. We need to go. Alice would want you to survive.
So then
wouldn't she?
I'm with Fi.
You'll never be able to.
Or no,
figure
I'm
out
with
why all this
Tenmyoji and
happened
Quark.
if you stay here. Please.
And Fi's with Dio.
You're right. Alice, I promise I'll find out what happened to you. I'll figure out who Zero really is. I mean, if you'd never been locked up in here, you never would have. This never would have happened. So it's like Zero killed you. I promise. I'll avenge you.
Clover stood up and rubbed her hands roughly over her eyes, smearing tears across her cheeks. Then with a determined frown, she strode out of the room.
All right, we're out of time. Move, people.
You guys head on down to the floor. We'll catch up with you later.
Oh, right. Quark's got the yellow bracelet, which makes him your partner, right?
Yeah. Can't exactly leave him behind.
Without him, we'd end up stuck in the AB room.
Uh-huh.
Okay, let's go. We'll see the rest of you once we've picked up Quark.
Very well. Until we meet again.
So if this leads to one of the NPC's endings again, I wonder whose it will be.
Quark, you're awake.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I just woke up. Hey, where's everybody else?
Oh, God. Quark.
Tenmyoji's entire body shook with emotion as he drew closer to him. He cautiously laid a trembling hand on the boy's shoulder, almost as if he were afraid that Quark would disappear in a puff of smoke the moment he was touched. When Quark proved to indeed be corporeal, Tenmyoji let out a cry and threw his arms around him.
What's wrong? Are you okay, Grandpa?
It's nothing. Nothing's wrong. I'm fine.
But
Quark gave him a puzzled look. Tenmyoji didn't even notice. His face was a mixture of happiness and relief, and I could see tears twinkling from the wrinkled corners of his eyes. All traces of his usual gruff stoicism had vanished. I didn't want to interrupt such a happy reunion, but we were running out of time. Still, Tenmyoji deserved a few minutes. I left them alone. At last, Tenmyoji seemed to recover and shifted from an embrace to a protective arm around the shoulder.
So, how are you feeling?
feeling? Well, okay, I guess. Was I sick or something?
No. You're not sick. If you feel fine, then you're fine.
Huh?
I'm sorry. I should never have gotten you involved in all this.
What are you apologizing for?
I'm sorry.
You're doing it again. Are you sure you're okay?
I don't think anyone here is okay, Quark.
So, where's everybody else? Mr. Sigma's here, but he's just been standing there looking kinda silly.
Rude. I gave him a nervous smile and explained about the white doors. I got the feeling that Tenmyoji didn't want Quark to know about Radical 6, so I avoided any mention of it. Alice's death was something I also left for later.
Okay, that makes sense. That means I'm on a team with you guys, right?
Right.
So, these white doors, when are they gonna open?
Well, we've got about 4 minutes until the primary doors open.
Oh, that's not good. We need to hurry. Come on. How do we get to the Floor B warehouse?
Okay, we're going.
Follow me. They just love cutting it close. It doesn't feel tense though when they do it every single time. Because you know they're always gonna make it. Where are we headed to this time? Going in. Bum, bum.
Chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
You're late.
What do you care?
Where the hell have you been? Quark?
You're awake.
And fully recovered, apparently.
I am also relieved to see you well again.
Me too.
Wait a minute. What are you talking about?
I looked at the others from behind Quark and held a warning finger up to my lips. There were a few momentarily raised eyebrows and some nervous coughing as everyone suddenly fell silent.
Huh?
From Quark's perspective, it must have seemed especially odd.
Anyway, there isn't any time left. We need to hurry.
But there are 3 doors.
Which team goes in which door?
All of the doors are identical for this round. I believe it doesn't matter which team uses which door.
Then we're taking the one in the middle.
Why that one?
You want a kill shot, you aim for the center. You're more likely to just miss the extremities.
What?
That logic is flawed and more than Unfortunately, I don't really have a counter-argument, so center door it is.
I suppose we could go with the one on the left. Is that okay? I mean, we could go with the other one if you want.
And Clover only nodded. Well, there's only one left.
There's only one left.
Oops, sorry, Tenmyoji. I stole your
The door
line.
on the right.
Any objections? Alright, let's move.
30 seconds remain until chromatic doors close.
What new room will we get this time?
Hurry it up, Phi. This thing's gonna close.
I know!
What kinds of rooms are
It's
left?
time we were going as well.
Right. Sure.
Come on, guys, there's no time to waste.
Right behind you.
Let's go.
2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
Director's office? The director? Huh? That had a two-headed lion eating the sun. What is this place?
Probably the office of whoever it is that's running this place.
It said director's office on the door.
So this might be Zero Senior's office.
Maybe. Or maybe not.
Well, which is it?
Why the hell would I know?
We should look around. If this really is Zero Senior's room, there might be some clues.
Yeah, you got a point. Let's get started then. Seek a way out. What's this? I checked it out earlier, but I think it's just a business card holder. A business card holder? Yeah. It's a file where you put business cards. They've all got those weird shapes on the back. I think maybe if you line them up in a particular way, then you'll get some sort of hint. Place the business cards in the correct order. Well, I guess we can give it a shot. Huh? Oh. Alphabetical? I don't know. Huh? Oh, weird. I'm moving them around the front, but it's not changing the back? What would this part attach to? These two seem to attach to each other. These two match. Let's keep looking around. I don't get it. Maybe you don't have enough information. Now let's keep looking around first. Well, what do we have here? I haven't seen a computer this old in a while. There's something on the screen. Is that a lion eating a hamburger? I really don't think so. I think the lion's got 2 heads. Looks like a monster from Greek myth or something. It looks like it's asking for an ID and password underneath the lion. Huh. Well, the keyboard doesn't seem to be working though. I guess we can't enter anything then. Alright, we're gonna leave it alone for now. Gah! The desk isn't opening. Is it locked? Yeah, it looks like it. Well, I don't see anything that looks like a keyhole though. There's this diamond-shaped hole in the middle. Do you think we're supposed to stick something in there? Definitely. The PC tower there. What is this? One of those trading machines you see on late-night infomercials? I think it's a facial recognition device. A what? You put your hands on either side and you hold your face in front of that lens. Then it checks your face against whatever it's got in its database. Oh. Huh. How did you know that? I'm in the salvage business. Every so often one of these babies shows up. He has told us multiple jobs. He told us he was a janitor. Now he says that he does salvaging. And then he told us he was a researcher on that 9-person Mars lunar eclipse thing. It doesn't look like it's turned on. Yeah, nothing happens when I put my face in front of it. There's something to the right of the lens over there that looks an awful lot like a keyhole. If we had a key for it, you think maybe we could turn it on? I assume so. A balloon. You want it, Quark? I don't need a balloon. I'm not a kid. Really? How old are you? I'm 20. What? No way. Gotcha. We have a globe, but it's all blue. Doesn't it look kind of weird? I think somebody glued a piece of paper to it. Let's see if we can get it off then. We have found a world map. Yeah, I agree, Cubic. I think balloons are fun for everyone. Oh? Okay. Got some like colors linked here. Do these colors line up with the ones that were linked in the depressurization chamber? Do you guys remember the depressurization chamber? We had to connect things. It's a healing potion! Now this is brandy. Pierre Perrin's 200-year-old reserve. You can tell it just by looking at it? I can smell it. Well, that's some nose you got there. Here, just let me have a taste. I don't think so. How can you be so cruel? Expensive brandy. Says H.O. It's 200 years old. It's got HO on the label. Okay, he says it's old. It probably is just like water now. There's a screen built into the credenza. There's something on it. Starting up. Please wait. What's it starting? Beats me. Well, my money says that it just means it won't do squat if you mess with it right now. But you go have a look at something else. There's a laser? Huh. Well, putting the expensive brandy on the coaster didn't seem to do anything. The laser beam just went right through it. Hey, what the hell do you think you're doing? If you keep frying it with the laser, you're gonna ruin the brandy. Pull it out of there right now. Okay. I saw other booze somewhere. A slingshot? Not the most impressive weapon, but it's simple as hell, and it won't jam like a gun. Is this the... No, I don't think so. There was one scene where Alice had been stabbed with something other than a scalpel. So he's got a spear instead of a sword? This is a really short spear, though. If you look at the tip head on, it kind of looks like a diamond. A diamond, huh? No, it doesn't. A suit of armor. Well, it's not really a full suit of armor, is it? I mean, it's missing the helmet. So what would we call it? I'm not sure. Okay, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and call it a suit of armor, okay? Do it yourself. Anyway, it's got some red paint on the neck and shoulder area. Are you sure it's paint? It could be blood. Hey! Don't say stuff like that. Being in a room with a headless suit of armor is creepy enough. What's that on the floor? What's this? Is it one of those vacuuming robots you see on TV? You got me. Looks like a machine of some sort. Well, it is... Well, is it turned on? Don't think so. Hey, Juan! I'm doing good, solving puzzles. How are you doing today? Let's see if... Nope, no luck. Huh. Nothing. Well, might as well give up. Yeah. Let's go look at something else. We can always come back to it later. Right. Doing great. Always good to hear it. Huh. This is cheap brandy. Alcohol this bad shouldn't even exist. So I think it's best if I dispose of it safely with my... I'll be taking this. Zero Senior must be a real tightwad. No, I lost my dialogue. Oops. Okay. He's criticizing Zero Senior's taste in brandy. A bookshelf. There's some paint inside it. This looks like a tablet. Does it work? No. There's an empty slot on the back. So it doesn't have a battery? I guess not. Well, maybe we can find it a battery. And then we might be able to turn it on. The coaster's green. It looks like there used to be a bottle on it. I guess we'll swap the brandies? I tried putting the good brandy on the coaster, but... I think the red paint on this bottle has something to do with the red section on the wall. Maybe it's part of a letter. I can't tell from here. Maybe if we look at it from another angle. So this has to do with the business cards, I think. Historical adventure. There's 3 volumes. Literature analyses. Do you think this has any hints to help us get out of here? If it does, we're screwed. I think we'd starve to death before we got through all 4 of these tomes. I think these are philosophy books. The stuff in here is pretty sophisticated. I'm amazed you could get that far. I flipped the first one open and my brain just said, screw this, I'm out. So I can reorganize the books, it looks like. And probably once we get the right thing here, this will open. Man, this safe is really big. There's gotta be like $100 billion in there. You're such a kid. Maybe they're just hiding something they really don't want people to see. Like some videos. I'm not sure I like the way you said that. Let's just open it up and find out. Ugh, I don't think... See? Is it locked? Yeah. There's a circular input panel on top of the handle. It looks like the one on the pressure exchange chamber's door. If we just do the same thing we did then... Aha. Aha. I remember this puzzle. I was right, it is similar. Okay, so blue and white connect. Yellow and purple. There's no purple. Oh, there's a purple! Okay, we're gonna have a problem with that red and green. Retry. There's the red and green. I don't think that will work. Look what I'm shooting, Cubic. 1, 2, and 3. So yellow and purple. We have the red and green. I think it's gonna be a problem. We also have blue and white. Okay, I got it. Let's go! Good job. You did it! Nice work. Very impressive. Let's have a look inside. $100 billion. Videos. Yeah. What? It's a moose. Sorry, guys. Looks like all we got is a binder and a deer. Actually, the face looks very cowish. So it's a bind deer. What the hell is this? Is Zero just making fun of us? Alright, so there's a binder in the safe. It's got 2 pieces of paper in it. Page 1 of the business card instructions. Page 2. Okay, so this is solving the business card puzzle. Okay. The deer's looking at me, Grandpa. Buck up, it's just a fake. A mounted deer. Poor deer. Take a closer look. I think it's just a replica. You mean it's a fake? Yeah. Whew. That's good to know. I know there's some red paint on its neck. And it's also got 2 pegs on the back of its board. Maybe we're supposed to put it up somewhere. Oh, hey, Banana! Zero Escape is going well. We solved 1 big puzzle today, and we're working on our next one now. Did you have to go? Okay, bye-bye, JD. Have fun at the comic shop. Or whatever you're up to today. There we go. There's some red paint on the wall. It looks like there's an outlet right next to it. Why would somebody put an outlet this high up? Well, it's probably not an electrical outlet. What is it then? I think you're supposed to insert something into this. Like what? Maybe the deer? Yes, that's it. Remember how there are 2 pegs on the back of the mount? I'll bet they fit perfectly. Give it a try. Oh, looks like you were right. That's an E up there now. Oh, cool. I wanna pop the balloon. When do I get to pop the balloon? Pop it. Pop, pop, pop. Dagnabbit. Alright, well, let's try putting the brandy in here. Whoa! Look! The laser beam's bending all around inside the bottle. Yeah, it made a parallelogram. What does that mean? No clue. Huh, it opened. There's something in here. Is it a key? Alright, this goes over here in the face thingamabobber. Whoa, the light on the top turned on. Well, it looks like you managed to turn it on. Alright, it's on. But now what? Thank you, Nosake! Hello, hello! Well, why don't we give it a face to look at? One of ours? Yeah. Darn. None of our faces work. Face not recognized. Gender mismatch. So the director's a woman? What does it mean by gender mismatch? Maybe it's saying that it needs a girl. But there's only 3 of us, and none of us are women. Well, maybe if we dress Quark up like a girl? No, no way! Why don't you dress up then? No. Just thinking about that is making me want to puke. Besides, do you see a wig or makeup or anything around here? How would any of us dress up like a woman anyway? Dude, you totally want to do it. No, I don't. Hey, wait a minute. Maybe. What is it? Did you have an idea? Well, it can't hurt to try. Yeah, definitely worth a shot. How long has he had that in his pocket? Is it the poster from the crew rooms? It looks like a piece of paper. No, it's a picture. Oh yeah, I remember him looking at that in the infirmary. I guess it's worth a shot. I think it's a picture of the old lady. Whoa. Oh my gosh, it's like we're in the villain's secret lair. Huh. Didn't think that would happen. I guess the recognition worked. Yeah. So, who is this girl? Hey, stop! She's just a girl. Is she your granddaughter? No. Well, who is she then? Alright, fine, you've already seen her after all. Her name is Akane Kurishiki. I've been looking for her for a long time. Why? Because she's his first love. No. You've got it wrong. But you carry that picture everywhere. I don't think I've ever seen you leave it somewhere. And when you don't think anybody's watching, you talk to it. I've seen you do it. Huh. Didn't mark you for a hopeless romantic, Tenmyoji. Look, it's not about love, and I'm not a gastron romantic. Okay, okay. You don't want to talk about her, I get it. So this is June, right? I think Akane Kurashiki was June's name. Well, I can't say I'd blame Tenmyoji for falling for her back when he was younger. She was a cute kid. What's that? Look! Oh hey, there's the helmet for the suit of armor. The armor's helmet. There's red paint on it. Doop, doop, doop. Yeah, that suits him. The paint on the helmet and the armor lines up. But I can't really tell what it is from this angle. It looks kind of warped. You must be feeling pretty tired, Tenmyoji. All the excitement can't be easy for someone of your age. Why don't you sit down for a bit? I'm not so old I need the likes of you worrying about me. That's so. Well, I think I'll just have a seat then. Ah. There was a bullseye on this and we just never noticed? Huh? What's that? You think maybe it's an eye watching us? I don't think so. I think it's a target. Like a bullseye? Yeah, you're supposed to shoot it. We have this, but we don't have any ammo. We can see that this is an L. A suit of armor complete with helmet. With the helmet on, the paint on the armor and helmet looks like an L. A bookshelf. Something's off about it. Okay, I think we're supposed to make that an H. Yes, we're not. Okay. H. Right? A bookshelf, something's off about it. But I made the H. What's off about it? There's a lever next to the chair. Why don't you pull it? What's gonna happen? Come on, is it really that hard to figure out? You think it's gonna go back into the wall? Pull the darn thing and find out. Alright. I guess I should start by sitting in the chair. And I pull the lever. Here I go. Whee! There's a P painted on the wall in red paint. It says help, right? We have the H with the bookshelf. We have the L on the armor. Looks like there's something on the table. Is that a battery? We'll combine you. I don't need to be looking at this right now. I can take care of it when I get to the other room. Back we go. I don't know why I didn't like the H I made. Oh, I did a good job. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe that will do it? Or is that the same I had before? A bookshelf, something's off about it. Let's try swapping these two. No. Ah, get up, get up. Let's do the business cards. Okay, so Bob and Chris, John and Ian, Tony and Michael. Tony, Michael. Okay. Carol likes to be on the left. Anne prefers to be near Bob. Something like that. Ellen wants to be above Anne. If Anne wants to be near... Anne wants to be near Bob, but Ellen wants to be above Anne. But Carol also wants to be on the left. So... Sophie wants to be on the right. Kate wants to be next to Michael. Sophie wants to be on the right. Kate is next to Michael. Carol's on the left. Book? These two are wrong. John and Anne, it looks like? It's supposed to, I think it's saying book 334 or 343 or something like that. What am I doing wrong with the puzzle, though? Carol wants to be on the left. Anne wants to be near Bob. Carol's on the left. Oh! Okay, there we go. Phew! So Ellen wanted to be above Anne, but that doesn't mean directly above. Just on a higher, row. Column? Row. Thank you! Sorry, guys. Okay, I think this is right. And let's look at the other side. Maybe the shapes look like something now. Alright, let's have a look at the back of these business cards. Book 334. Got it. I swear I had tried that. I guess I must not have. I swear that's what I had the first time when I was trying to make the H. Maybe it won't work until you get the puzzle, though, with the business cards? Alright, here we go. A bookshelf, something's off about it. What's off about it? Okay, we'll swap the purple and the green again. Wait! I don't think you need to move the books around anymore. Remember? The back of the business card said book 334. So if that's meant to arrange the books in the order 334, Oh, yeah, I guess I already did that. Paint on the bottom right part. Oh. Then why does it say something is off still? I still don't know what this parallelogram situation is. Let's check this. Still starting up. Oh, let's look at our tablet. Looks like you got the tablet to turn on. Look! Something showed up on the screen. Enter a 4-digit password. You did it! Good work, Sigma. Take a look at the screen. Star... okay. Safe password. Alright, alright. I need ammunition for the slingshot. I don't know what I can use for it, though. This doesn't work. We opened this up and got the key. It doesn't let us look at the tower. Or that little thing over there. Huh? It changed. That looks like a puzzle. It is. It's a silhouette puzzle called a tangram. Move or rotate the triangles and squares to get the shape you need. Pressing the rotate move button will allow you to switch between move and rotate. Okay. I have no idea what that is. Let's give it a shot. Huh? Oh, are we supposed to turn this into a parallelogram? Like the brandy? I see. Maybe I see? Maybe? Let me look at the parallelogram again. Okay, so it's kind of leaning to the right. Like this? Kinda? We want to point down like this on this side. It's not as long. Maybe I need to use this on the other side then. That would probably make sense, right? Like this. These will be the bookends. Is that right? Am I doing that right? Maybe? Oh no, something is horribly wrong with my parallelogram. Oh no. Oh no. Whoa, okay, wait. Oh, wait. That looks good, that looks good. Wait, I think I'm cooking. Maybe? I mean... It kind of has the right idea going on, right? Maybe? What I had before, right? Let me put this here. I wish we just turn them in like 90 degrees. What are you supposed to do with this gosh darn diamond? You're square. You think you see it, Mooney? That makes one of us. Sure, tell me, what you think. Why don't you want to move? There you go. Oh wait, diamond. Oh wait, I might be cooking. I might have something. Give me a second. Maybe. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Okay. Wait, what do you think, Emily? Maybe I shouldn't use these as the ends. How did I have this before? I had it like this? This is what I had first. And then Mooney says rotate it so that it's a flipped version. So like this? Like that? Is that what we're thinking? And then we put this over on it? Wait, I had it right already? Oh. Okay, wait. Isn't that what I had before, though? Oh no, I think I did have it different somehow. You're right. Okay. No problem, Mooney. Thank you for trying to help me. Let's turn this one into a square. Oh! Oh, guys. Wait, I think this is it. Ah. That's looking pretty good. Let's go, parallelograms! Thank you, Mooney. Yeah, who's the man? That was amazing. How'd you do it? That puzzle was really hard. Well done, Sigma. That was pretty impressive. So what do we get? Look, there's something on the screen. IILP? What does that mean? IILP. Phew! Looks like it worked. Good job. That was awesome. The screen changed. I wanna pop the balloon. Why don't I have ammunition? Oh yeah, I'll just use the slingshot too. Well, hold on there. Do you actually have something to fire? Oh. No, I guess I don't. What are you gonna shoot it with then? With mind bullets? It's called telekinesis, Sigma. Anyway, I figured that'd slip your mind like everything else. Here, I grabbed this off the floor earlier. Take it. Oh, this is the key that we used to start the facial recognition device. Thanks, man. I guess I don't have to use my special psychic powers after all. Here goes. Aiming. 3, 2, 1. Fire! Oh, nice aim! Oh, that's how you get the E. Oh, oops, I skipped a step. You got it right in the center. You get H, E, L, and then P. I see. I skipped a step. I don't know, if you get H, L, P, don't you think help? I don't know what to do with the computer. Seems like maybe nothing for now. Let me see. Alrighty. And then... Huh? Did I not get it? Okay, there we go. There we go. Sun, moon, sun. Oh wait, sun, moon, sun. Here we go. Good job. It opened. Good work. Secret, secret. Three different types of key cards are generally found in the safes in each room and used to open the AB gate. Without them, you can't open the AB gate to play the AB game, which means you can't gain BP. In other words, getting one of those cards is the first step towards your escape. The Sun key is used during the first round, the Moon key for the second round, and the Star key for the third. Slingshots are elementary devices that use rubber to launch a small projectile, frequently used by adolescent ne'er-do-wells. Can be used as a necklace, but this is not recommended. Test Site Mystery. The site in question was for a simulated manned mission to Mars held in the Nevada desert. On New Year's Eve 2028, the audio logs from the simulation contain a woman's voice, assumed to be one of the test subjects, saying the following. 6 of us are dead, counting myself. There are only 3 left. I guess you could say I killed them. No, that's not quite right. Not just them. Not just these 6, all of them. All 6 billion. Most evidence seems to suggest that this was the beginning of the Radical 6 outbreak, and that the Nevada facility was the epicenter of the pandemic. Termites are a general term used to refer to the insects in the epifamily of Termitoidae of the cockroach order Platoidae. Platodia? That's right. Even though they're sometimes called white ants, termites aren't even in the same family as ants. They're in the cockroach family instead. Also, king crabs are in the hermit crab order, and the remora is in the perciformes order. Words that 03 says before he leaves. Have a nice trouble, have a nice tragedy, have a nice trust. 03. Conjunction. A term used in positional astronomy. Put simply, it means that 2 celestial bodies appear near one another in the sky. When used in the context of our solar system, it often refers to a position where a given celestial body is aligned with the Sun. For example, when Mars is on the opposite side of the Sun from Earth, it's considered to be in conjunction with Earth. Mercury and Venus, which orbit closer to the Sun than the Earth does, and have 2 types of conjunction. When they're hidden on the other side of the Sun, this is referred to as superior conjunction. When they're lined up on the near side of the Sun, this is called inferior conjunction. The Mercury and Venus stuff is interesting because in the first game, there was a lot of like astronomical symbols. This is the photograph that Tenmyoji was holding. The subject is a girl named Akane Kurashiki. Akane was one of the people who appeared in this game's sister title, 9 Hours, 9 Persons, 9 Doors, as a childhood friend of Junpei, the title's main character. In 999, she was 21 years old. This picture was taken 9 years before then when she was 12. Look at the left side of the picture. If you look closely, it almost looks like there's a man grinning in the background. Do you see him? Don't worry if it seems a little strange. A spirit medium has told us that the person in this picture is a guardian spirit who's looking after her. He must have shown up here because he's heard what sort of destiny she had in store and decided to see how she was doing. I don't see a man. I think it's just a joke. Alright, next password. Star, moon, sun. Nothing other than key cards and a key. There's only 2 things in here. First we got the AB room key cards. Oh, these must be the star cards they're talking about. There's 2 of them. You guys take one, I'll take the other. Right. We're a pair, so we only need one for the 2 of us. We don't need to restate this every time, guys. And the other thing is the key as usual. Yes, now we can get out of here. Great, no point in sitting around. Let's go. We're still on the timeline where Alice died. We never figured out what to do with this machine. We didn't figure out this machine or the computer. I wonder if I should have put the alcohol bottles on here. See if that would do something. You guys ready? Yeah. Go for it. Alright, 3, 2, 1. You found it! What did these doors go to, or those hallways go to? Right? Like, aren't there a lot of dead ends? Ping, ping.
No! Damn it!
What's wrong?
I left something in the director's office.
What was
Oh,
it?
the picture!
The picture. Ugh, how could I forget it?
Oh yeah, we must have set it down after using the face recognition thing.
Yeah, I'm going back. You two go on ahead to the warehouse.
I want to come with you.
Me too.
Nah, that's fine. Why don't you head back to the warehouse, Sigma? The others are probably already waiting.
Alright. I'll see you two later then.
Right.
Bye, Mr. Sigma.
Something bad's gonna happen. Don't split the party. I watched them jog off towards the blue door. And then they were gone. I guess I should be getting back then. Travel by map. I stepped into the warehouse to find all the other teams already there. I look at the flowchart. Okay, we're about to get to a split again. Kay and Luna. Vi and Clover. And Dio. The moment Dio spotted me, he dashed over to the rightmost AB room and slid his card through the reader.
An ambidex gate has been opened. 45 minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes.
As he turned to look at me, I swore I saw a flash of a smug grin.
There. Happy? This time I waited for you to get back before I opened it. You see? I can be considerate.
But Tenmyoji and Quark aren't here.
Yeah, where are they?
I guess they forgot something back in the room we found. They ran back to grab it real quick.
And they'll be here in a few minutes. No big deal.
I'm nervous. While we waited, we exchanged information about the rooms we'd investigated. Unfortunately, none of it seemed very useful. None of us had found anything, and we were no closer to unraveling any of the increasing number of mysteries we were faced with. With that discussion exhausted, we sat down to wait. Before long, 20 minutes had passed since Dio opened the door, and Tenmyoji and Quark were nowhere in sight.
Don't you think they're taking a little long?
Yes, I'm getting worried. What if something happened to them?
I'll go have a look.
Then I shall accompany you.
Nah, I'll be fine by myself. It's not that far away.
Just don't look into the abyss too long, or you might become a monster.
That's... I don't think... okay. Look, I'm just going to the director's office. I'll be right back. No big deal. Right, see you guys later. I gave a quick goodbye wave and stepped out of the warehouse. What's gonna have happened now? Nervous! It can't be anything good. Ah, hey Brad! Hi. I'm not dead, but I think my friends might be. Are they gonna be in the safe? Where are they? No. Oh no! Oh, wait, it's the pop balloon. Okay. I saw bright pink, and like the Danganronpa player in me was like, blood! It's blood! Huh? That's odd. There's nobody here. The picture's gone, though. Tenmyoji and Quark must have been here then. I laid out the floor B map. They must have taken the door that faces the warehouse. After that, they probably went through the warehouse and out the blue door to the elevator. Yeah, that's a much shorter route. On the other hand, I came through the red door, which is kind of the long way around. Huh. Looks like we managed to miss each other perfectly. Ugh. Well, this was a huge waste of time. Shoot. I'm telling you, Tenmyoji's body's in the safe. Quark is in this little cabinet they won't let me open. Shoot. Might as well head back, I suppose. I'd packed up the map and was headed towards the door when... Huh? There was a light on where there hadn't been a light before. This better not be a freaking teleporter. What? Why is that thing on? We messed with it earlier, but nothing seemed to work. I felt a sudden wave of inexplicable, nauseating dread. The light stared at me. I swallowed and edged cautiously towards it. Bro, is this a freaking teleporter? The machine was in arm's reach now. I stretched my hand out towards it slowly.
So, you finally made it.
Brother? No, you're...
I am Zero.
His outfit's kinda cringy.
I was the one who brought you here. You undoubtedly have as many questions for me as there are stars in the sky. As you can see,
But now we know where Dio gets his fashion sense from.
Recording. I will therefore be unable to directly answer any questions. Ask if you wish, but I cannot respond.
I considered taking a swing at him, but decided that was spectacularly futile, and kept my balled fist at my side.
Now, where to begin? There are many things I wish to tell you, but unfortunately, our time is limited. As such, the information I can provide is also limited. I have chosen two things.
How did Quark and Tenmyoji get this open? Or get it to start?
First, I will tell you about termites.
Why termites?
In retrospect, I suppose that's a rather odd thing to say. I imagine you look rather bewildered right now. Perfectly understandable. The person who kidnapped you and threatened you with death is lecturing you about insects. I suspect it hardly seems fair. Nonetheless, this is very important. In a way, it will determine your fate. So I ask that you listen carefully. Have you ever seen a termite mound? They are splendid structures. Some might even call them works of art. Termites are natural architects, and their mounds are both structurally sound and make excellent use of space. So, are they following some sort of plan as they build? Are there termite blueprints detailing which room goes where?
Is this gonna become like a group consciousness thing again?
No, of course not. Each termite is simply an oblivious cog in a tremendous machine programmed by millions of years of termite DNA.
Okay, termite DNA.
It is doubtful an individual termite has any idea what its contributions are helping to create. But a human does. we can appreciate the elegant forms of their alien cathedrals. We can see the simple beauty of their perfect functionality. We can understand the splendid planning of their structure.
Okay.
In other words, only an intelligence of a higher order can understand the beauty of what the termite builds. Now, consider humans. Why are we alive? Why do we love and give birth? Why do we create? From where do our cultures spring? There are many theories, but no one knows the truth. We are oblivious cogs in a tremendous machine programmed by millions of years of human DNA.
I don't think it was programmed very well.
No doubt you see now what this analogy is supposed to illustrate. Yes, I mean to say humans are not different from termites.
Okay.
We trudge through our lives with no greater understanding of our ultimate goal. You might say we don't understand what we're building. Only an intelligence of a higher order than ours can understand what we're doing. Imagine how we might look to such an intelligence. We may be building some structure so perfect and elegant, we can't even perceive it. Whatever it is, we've likely been building it on a dimension just above the ones we know since time immemorial. If we are like the termites, then what we've created is almost certainly something of tremendous beauty.
I don't know about this.
And you are about to catch a glimpse of it.
Okay.
Or have you already? Well, that's enough on that subject, I think. Consider what I've said. Now, let's move on to the second topic. It is somewhat more immediately meaningful to your life, and, in fact, the lives of several billion other people. I realize this is rather sudden, but I have a password for you. It is the password to disarm the bomb, numbered 1.
I'm finally getting a password. A bomb?
Are you ready? I will only say this once, so pay close attention. The password to disarm the number 1 bomb is BQZ RGJ DXR.
I screenshotted it. I had no idea what he was talking about. What bomb? Was he saying there were bombs too? If he'd guessed at my future confusion, he showed no sign of it.
That is the last of the information this message was meant to convey. Before I go, however, I have a warning. You cannot tell any of your companions what you heard or saw here. If you do, you will be penalized immediately. I hope we will meet again someday. We would have much to discuss.
Wait! Gosh, Charlie, you can't just spout all of that crap and disappear. I found myself yelling at the empty air. The hologram had disappeared. Ugh. What kind of an idiot does he take me for? Termites? Other dimensions? How could that have anything to do with kidnapping us? Shoot. I kicked out at a nearby shelf.
10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes.
Don't kick the shelf.
If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Aw, crap. I need to get back. Not like there's any point staying here. I spun around and ran out of the room towards the warehouse. Do we think Tenmyoji and Quark are gonna be back? Or are they gonna be
Grandpa!
missing? Oh!
Look! Mr. Sigma's back!
Took you long enough.
Where are the others?
In the AB rooms.
They went in already?
Yep.
Why didn't you two? Have you been waiting for me?
Yeah! Grandpa said there was something he had to tell you before we voted, no matter what.
Oh?
Nothing that significant. Just wanted to tell you we're going to choose ally this round. That's it.
And you had to tell me that no matter what? Seems kind of pointless. I mean, words are cheap. You can promise whatever you want.
True, but we've got something to back it up. Just hear me out.
Okay, go ahead.
Quark and I both have 8 BP. We're already on the home stretch. So what do we need to get to the magic number? Well, we need you to choose ally. If you do that, it doesn't really matter to us what we pick.
You'd get to 9 whether you got 2 or 3 points. I'm still confused if you can go over, though. Maybe you can get over, and you get 10, and then you have to find a way to lose points.
Exactly. That being the case, we don't have any reason to betray you. And if we both choose ally, we both gain points.
True, but you must have considered that I'll choose betray. That would mean you choose betray to protect yourselves.
But that's why we're telling you we won't choose betray.
Mm-hmm.
Can I trust you?
Of course.
Alright, tell me one thing. Let's say we do this and both ally, everybody gets 2 points. That means you and Quark will have enough to leave, which is great for you. But I'll be stuck with a measly 5. How do I know you aren't going to just open the number 9 door and leave us in the lurch?
I can guarantee it. I can
How?
give you my word. I will not open the number 9 door, even if I have enough points to do so. I swear it. We aren't going to abandon everybody else just so we can escape.
I swear too. I promise.
Man. So all you've got is a promise, huh?
When I make a promise, I keep it. Trust me.
Please! You've got to trust us!
Alright, fine. I'll trust you.
2 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
We're counting on you, Sigma.
You gotta choose ally! You promised!
With that, they turned and ran into the AB room second from the right. Well, I guess I should get moving. The Ambidex game will now begin. Betray time? No! I always pick ally
1
first.
minute remains until
Except for when
Ambidex
chat bullies me
game
into picking
polling
betray.
closes.
I had a decision to make. Should I trust Quark and Tenmyoji? Well, I could believe they were telling the truth and still betray them. That would bring my BP to 6. I'd be that much closer to 9. And choosing betray would guarantee that they wouldn't try and escape without the rest of us. Betrayal seemed like the safe bet. But
Please! You've gotta trust us! You've gotta choose ally!
Quark, like, the things he does with his hands make him look like a little creature. He's got little creature energy. Also, hey, Gina.
You promised!
Tenmyoji I could betray easily enough, but Quark? What the hell was I gonna do?
10 seconds remain.
Listen, we died for Quark in a
until
different timeline.
Ambidex game polling closes. 9, 8,
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sigma just loves waiting until the very last second. I hate it. I hate it.
Round 3 of the results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening. Results from round 3 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed.
Let's see who betrayed me this time.
Please direct your attention to the results screen.
Dum, 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 dum. Has Quark still not noticed that Alice is MIA? I don't get it. There was no reason for them to betray us. What's the point? Right? There's no point. Well, I guess the point is that if I had also chosen betray, we'd each get 0.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly.
Clover also has enough.
Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
Hey, what the hell, guys? Why'd you betray me?
Quark had nothing to do with this. I made the vote.
Grandpa.
Alright, fine. Why'd you break your promise, Temyoji?
I only promised you one thing. We wouldn't open the number 9 door, even if we got 9 points.
What? So, you're not gonna leave?
Not what I said. Of course we're going to leave.
What?
Look, see Clover over there?
What? Don't tell me. Man, this is the worst. Like, actually, technically, I didn't say I would open the door.
Jeez.
That bitch!
Wait. Quark and Tenmyoji have...
The words were barely out of her mouth when Tenmyoji and Quark ran past.
No! God damn it!
Clover, are you really going to leave?
Well, yeah. Why else would I open the door?
But why?
I'm going to go call the others, so we can capture Zero Senior.
Tenmyoji, are you and Quark going too?
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Sorry, everybody.
So Sigma, happy? I kept my promise.
You're a jerk!
Clover opened the door, not me.
That's such a technicality! That's some shady crap, Tenmyoji.
You say so. I have to get out of here, and that's that. He's got to pay for what he's done.
He?
Zero.
You mean you know who Zero Senior is?
We know the director's a girl, but it seems like Zero Senior is, brother?
Yeah. No point keeping it a secret now, I suppose. I know exactly who Zero Senior is.
What?
Did he know all along, or did he just figure it out after being in the director's room?
The number 9 door has been opened. It will
This is gonna be another
remain
game over, I
open
assume.
For 9 seconds.
Yeah, we're gonna get game over.
Let's go. Come on, guys. Time to move.
Right.
I assume we only get a character ending if we go out the door with them?
Oh, wait! This is for you, Mr. Sigma.
What? Quark held something out. I looked down to see 2 pieces of folded paper. What is this?
It's a letter. I wrote it in the director's office before the AB game. I wanted to tell you what kind of guy Grandpa is. So, read it, okay?
Oh? Okay, Grandpa character development. I'm telling you, it's Junpei. It's gotta be Junpei. He pressed it into my hand.
See you later, Mr. Sigma.
Then he turned and ran towards the door, Tenmyoji and Clover following in his footsteps. I was so surprised by the letter that I didn't even try to stop them. Before I could think of anything to say.
See you.
Goodbye.
Read that letter! Read it. Read
The
it.
number 9 door has closed. This ends the nonary game. Thank you for your participation.
Please enjoy your stay.
As the game is over, all doors other than the number 9 door have been unlocked. Escape is not possible. Please enjoy your stay.
Shit! They're gone.
All we can do now is hope they bring help back.
Indeed.
I agree.
I looked down at Quark's letter and slowly unfolded it. His handwriting was still slightly uneven, but he'd filled both pages with writing, and I began to read. It was a really stormy day when he found me. He said the rain was coming down so hard it almost hurt, but somehow he managed to hear a baby crying. I guess I must have been crying pretty loud. He took me home and did his best to raise me, but he'd never been married or had a kid before, so I think it was really hard for him. He couldn't figure out how to mix the formula, so he was always carrying the directions around with him. Also, I guess I was a pretty picky eater, so if he didn't get the water to formula ratio just right, I wouldn't eat it. I guess I was kind of a pain, huh? But he didn't give up, and now here I am. When he found me, I was really, really small, and he was worried that I might not make it. That's why he named me Quark. A quark is a really, really small thing, and I was a really, really small too. Grandpa didn't need to worry though, because it turned out that I was pretty tough. When I was 1, he forgot I was sleeping in the bed of his truck and drove off. I rolled out and went off the back, but I didn't even get scratched. I started walking when I was 2, and when he wasn't even looking, I fell down the stairs. I didn't get hurt then either. When I was 3, I got really sick. I had a super high fever for a week, but eventually I got better. I guess you could say I'm pretty lucky. This is Komaida. Komaida Nagito. Anyway, I didn't really have any more accidents after that, and I was a pretty healthy kid. By the time I was 6, I'd start helping Grandpa out with his work. His job was to gather junk from abandoned buildings. Oh, so that part's true. Then he'd fix it up or pull out the useful parts and sell them. There were plenty of abandoned buildings, but finding good stuff in them was hard. You had to know which parts were useful, or you could end up wasting a bunch of time. Every time I'd find something, he'd explain to me what it was, how it was supposed to work, how to fix it, all sorts of things. Usually, though, I just wanted to finish up work so I could go to the theater. The theater came to our town once a week in a wagon. Yes, this seems very, like, post-apocalyptic, kind of. Like, after the pandemic, after, like, most of the world died. The theater would show old news or movies. I went every single week, but Grandpa only went once in a while, and he'd only go weeks when they showed movies. Oh yeah, I didn't know that I'd been adopted until I was 7. One of the other kids on my block told me. I guess after Grandpa found me, he looked all over town to try and find someone who would take me. The kid from my block actually had a mom, and he'd asked her if she would take me too. I gotta admit, I was pretty shocked when I heard that. There weren't a lot of kids with parents around, though hearing that someone lived with his actual mom was pretty impressive. I was also kind of surprised that Grandpa had tried to get someone else to take me. Did that mean he didn't want me? The kid who told me about Grandpa trying to get rid of me was a real jerk. He was totally spoiled, and he'd brag to everybody about how he had a mom. He liked to come up to me while I was working and say stuff like, "It must be hard not having a mother." It never bothered me before, but after I found out that Grandpa had adopted me, I started to think that maybe he didn't really want me. If I could work on my own, then he could get rid of me. I was scared to know the truth, so I never asked him. Then one day he took me to a bar in our neighborhood. During the day, of course. He went there sometimes to drink scotch, but I'd never gone before. When we got in, he just walked up to the counter with that grumpy look he has, and I thought, oh no, he's gonna make me work here. But I was wrong. I saw him pass something to the bartender, and then he picked me up and set me down on a stool next to the counter. The stool was pretty high, especially for a 7-year-old kid, and my legs just dangled off of it. It seemed really, really high to me, and I was pretty nervous. Eventually the bartender came back over with a glass of scotch and another big glass full of something else. As I looked closer, I realized that the second glass was full of some sort of brown liquid, with a scoop of ice cream in it. It took me a minute to realize what it was. A root beer float. I'd never seen one before. I was so surprised. Root beer was even more expensive than the nicest alcohol in the bar. To me and the other kids, it seemed more like an urban legend than a real drink. Does that make sense? I guess it would make sense soda would go bad before alcohol does, right? But there it was, right in front of me. I stared at the float. I still wasn't sure it was real at that point and then turned to look at Grandpa. He looked back at me. I didn't know what to do, so I turned to the bartender. He had already turned around and moved off though, so I figured he must have put the glass down in front of me on purpose. It still didn't seem like it could be real, and I was just staring at it when Grandpa told me to hurry up and drink it before the ice cream melted. His gruff voice sounded like an angel's. Is this really mine? He nodded. Words can't describe how awesome it was. I'd never tasted anything like root beer before. The creamy sweetness of the ice cream made my entire head feel light. I felt like the luckiest boy in the whole world. That's not an exaggeration, I really thought that. The root beer float was delicious, but what made me even happier was Grandpa. When I looked over at him, he was smiling. I know that's gotta be hard for you to imagine, but he really was. Right then, I didn't care whether he'd just found me and adopted me or not. He'd bought me a root beer float. That made me way luckier than some kid who had a mother but never had tasted root beer. Of course, after we left the bar, he was the first kid I bragged to. So Grandpa and I were doing pretty good. Until the fight. I was in a super bad mood that day. I'd torn one of my shoes that morning, and some old drunk guy had yelled at me. All the junk I had found was totally useless. The day was almost over and I was fed up, so I just grabbed some random trash and took it back to the house. When I showed what I'd found to Grandpa, he frowned. He started going through each thing I'd brought back, explaining why they were all useless. I got really mad and just yelled, "I don't care." And then he got mad and I couldn't take it anymore, so I ran away. I was pretty upset, and I started thinking that maybe Grandpa had only adopted me so he could raise me to work and make money for him. After a while, I went and hid in an abandoned building. But by then I'd started to calm down and think that maybe I should go back and apologize. It had started raining pretty hard though, so I decided I should wait for it to stop. But that was just an excuse. The truth was that I was nervous. Part of me knew I had done something wrong, but I didn't want to admit it. The rain didn't stop though, so I just sat there staring out at the gloomy gray sky. Did something else definitely happen aside from the pandemic? Like, why is the sky all red, right? That's like more like a nuclear fallout kind of situation. I imagined Grandpa coming to get me. It kept raining all night and he never showed up. I gave up waiting and decided it was time to go home. I was about halfway there when I heard somebody groaning. At first I thought I should just ignore it and not get involved, but I went over anyway, and it was Grandpa. He was totally soaked, and I could tell right away that he'd been there for a really long time. I yelled and he opened his eyes a little bit. He smiled weakly and said that he was glad I was safe. He'd spent all night out in the rain looking for me. I felt awful. Grandpa had been out in the rain looking for me for so long that he'd collapsed. I was horrible. He'd heard me crying in the rain, but I hadn't heard him. As I ran to get the doctor, I promised whatever god might be listening that if they would only save Grandpa, I'd never ask for another root beer float ever again. He got a real bad fever, and his temperature wouldn't go down for days. The doctor said that if it kept up, he would die. If he died, then I'd be all alone. There wouldn't be anybody left to care about me. The thought of that happening terrified me. Fortunately, I must have passed some of my luck on to Grandpa because a week later, his fever finally broke. I was glad he wasn't going to die, but I was also a little scared. What if he had decided he didn't want a stupid kid like me around anymore? My plan was to apologize as soon as he woke up. When the moment came, my brain just stopped. Grandpa started to talk, and it took me a minute to realize he was apologizing. I didn't know what to think. He explained that he was an old man, and that meant he was probably going to die sooner rather than later. He was strict with me because he wanted to make sure I'd be able to make it on my own after he was gone, but maybe he'd been a little too strict. All of the things I'd worried about had been stupid and selfish. Grandpa cared about me a whole lot. He'd been worried when I ran off, and he'd gone out into the rain to look for me. I tried to apologize, but when I opened my mouth, I just started crying. I don't think I've cried that much since I was a baby. But he just smiled and patted my head. I asked him if he'd ever regretted adopting me. His eyes got all wide and he said of course not. He told me that he was looking for a really important lady, and because of that, he'd had to give up on pretty much everything else in his life. When he took me in and started raising me, he felt like he'd gotten back some of what he'd lost. That was when I decided I'd stay with him forever. Even if he said I couldn't. This is sad. If he really is Junpei, that means he spent his entire life looking for June again? That's sad. Tenmyoji. Oh, it's the Tenmyoji ending. No, not Quark, it's Tenmyojis. That means we're gonna get something else for Quark. Really, that feels like it should be a Quark one. Alright, let's go here and just wrap up this little section before we finish stream today. This will be a double betray, which should mean that only Clover can leave, and then we'll get a bad ending.
1 minute remains
I assume?
until Ambidex game polling.
Please! You've gotta trust us!
Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
Bling, bling.
Results from round 3 of the Ambidex game. Please direct your...
Okay, okay. Betray, betray. Betray ally. Betray, betray. Should have never tried to save that kid? No! I like Quark.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
Hey, what's the deal?
Quark had nothing to do with it. I entered the vote.
So why do you choose betray?
Couldn't I ask you the same thing? I don't really think this is the time for a fight, though. Look, Clover's over by the door.
What? Oh no. Dum dum.
The number 9 door.
Fuck, she opened it.
Ugh! Why? Clover, wait!
I wonder if any other characters drop F-bombs in this game or if it's just always Dio. Clover! What the hell do you think you're doing?
I'm going to call the others.
What?
I'll get justice for Alice.
Justice? Wait, do you mean...
The number 9 door has been opened. It will remain open for 9 seconds.
Time for me to go. No! Please, Clover, wait!
Like hell, I'm just gonna let you walk out of here.
Dio leapt at Clover, his fist raised. Clover easily avoided him and moved towards the door.
Goodbye.
I caught one last glimpse of her face as she slid through the door. It was a mask of ice.
The number 9 door has closed. This ends the nonary game. Thank you for your participation. As the game is over, all doors other than the number 9 door have been unlocked. Escape is not possible. Please enjoy your stay.
We still haven't figured out the anagrams for the other floors. Game over. Alright, cool. We got one more character ending at least. And I feel like it's pretty much confirmed that Tenmyoji has to be old Junpei. I feel like it. Alright, friends, let's see who's on that we can raid today. And of course, we'll pick this up again next week. Tomorrow, tomorrow's Thursday. Tomorrow, I'll be starting up Tales from the Borderlands on this channel. And that'll be my first playthrough of that. Okay, who's on? Who's on? Let's go raid Riri, because Riri raided me yesterday. What should we use for our raid message? We're going. Okay, raid message for today. We'll just say 0 escape raid. Okay, friends, I hope you had a good time, and maybe I'll see you tomorrow. If not, maybe I'll see you next week for more Zero Escape. Bye-bye!